All right. Y'all, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in. The most underrated podcast you already know. Broadcasting from Most Underrated Studios. I'm your man, Thomas the Franchise. The homie Dow Palantonio chilling across from me. What up, Dow?
What up?
Welcome
we are back.
We are back, guy. You think if I was good at my job, I would have that ready to go?
We'll do it live.
I have that one ready to go.
That's a good one.
I've
Hey, that's going to be pertinent today for Sneakers and Fashion. Trust me. I can't get kicked off the cast.
I got that one ready.
I got a lot of DMs saying that over these last 2 weeks.
We are back. We are back. We are back.
All right, finally.
Now we can start the show.
What up, man? How's it going? What up, chat? How you guys doing? What's going on?
Chat.
Dow, what's going on? Hold on. I just looked up. To actually ask you how you're doing. How's it going?
Yeah.
Switch cameras real quick. Switch to your camera.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't know if you can see the edge of it.
Yeah, they can kind of see it.
I guess this is called a partition.
It is called a partition, a divider.
We have this plexiglass between us Dallas brought in today. Is this joking? Is this serious? By the way, I don't know, because I told you, I was like, you're about to get flamed by the crowd here. The listeners are just about to flame
It's
you.
interesting because I'm used to it, right? At Murphy Creek, we have a partition. We have a divider. At the PGA store, which I actually picked up an additional shift yesterday, which is weird. And I was a cashier all day. The worst thing ever. So we have these in between us. So this feels very normal.
Did you take this from work?
No.
Yeah, right.
Dog, I woke up this morning. Makes it even worse. I woke up this morning early at like 7. Went to Lowe's at 7:30. Picked this up. Brought it with me to the show.
In the chat, this is very underrated.
Yeah.
Jason Ramos. Y'all playing Connect 4?
No, we're actually playing Battle Shits.
Battle Shits?
The Battle Shits. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought bringing a little partition in this morning, whatever I can do to make my family, Robin feel better. I didn't think it was going to, you know what? I wouldn't ask you to wear a mask. Wearing a mask sucks. I'm already hot. I'm overheating over here.
It makes the show, the show is hard. It sounds, it's a little muffled. That's what it is.
It's not good, right?
These are great mics. You might as well just brought the $100 mic in.
I know.
Return the $500 mic.
What I'm trying to do, let me be honest with you here, is I'm hoping this partition, a.k.a. this divider, allows me to not wear a mask now. I'm hoping that this goes over.
Is that the key?
And this is kind of the next step. This is the next evolution. Now, having a mask and having a divider, you're doubling up the safety for the both of us. Fuck, dude, I got to protect you. You're the one not in the public. I'm in the public every day. Fuck, I could be getting you sick.
You got to protect me.
I'm protecting you. That's what I'm doing here.
Let's
just call it that.
The chat is...
The
chat's so funny.
Welcome back, Dal.
Salad bar sneeze guard is fire. Danny B.
Oh, it's great. Let's see how it looks with you. You can kind of see the divider, just slightly.
Yeah, just on the very edge.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. What about this, though? Oh, they can't even see it. Oh, damn. Almost just pulled the roadcaster off. Look at this, though.
Oh, I know what that is. Do they know what that is?
You guys know what this is? You guys know about this hoodie?
Double skulls.
Kim, what up? How you doing?
Oh, is that my sis?
Yeah, your sister's up in the
What
chat.
up?
What up, MUP?
Kim, how do you like the partition?
I'm curious to hear her thoughts. But this is the Mastermind. This is a Mastermind Adidas hoodie. This is one of my favorite hoodies ever, other than the fact that this shit just starts to peel off. Like, I don't know, over time. Like you can see, there's a little bit of peeling going on the skull and crossbones. So that sucks. You wash it and it starts to peel off. But the really, really sick shit about this, Dal, can you lighten that camera up enough for it to capture this? Look at the skull that's like sewn into the fabric on the backside. Just turn this down a little. Look at this. Try to check this out. On the back? Oh, yeah, there you go. It's like, I said sewn in. I don't even know what it's called. It's like Dallas lighting the camera up like crazy so you guys could see it. But it's not really that easy to see in person. Yeah, it just looks kind of like faint in there. But it's so sick. It's the illest part of the hoodie. The whole hoodie is just dope. I think this hoodie was probably a $200 hoodie, $250 when it dropped. And I got it from Ted for $50 because it didn't fit him. So shout out to Teddy. I was over at his house and he just was like, hey, you want some of this shit? So that was cool. That was fucking, thank you for the hoodie. On the steel.
Yeah, it's a fire hoodie, dude.
On the steelies, no Dan.
It's peeling some of the skulls. Like
that's what I was saying. Yeah, you were fixing the camera.
Oh, gotcha.
I was like, that's the only thing that bothers me about it is the shitty, like when you wash it,
right.
This stuff has started to peel off, like the Mastermind branding and like it started to peel a little bit. Yeah, so that's kind of shitty. But the rest of it's really, really dope. Blake P. Can't hate on anybody for doing what they think is right to protect themselves.
Right.
But I agree with John King that in a closed room, that partition is doing nothing.
That's correct. Yeah, no ventilation, no windows open. What are we doing here?
John King, air floats in the same room. What is that glass doing? It's not even glass, John. It's not even glass.
Plexiglass.
Plexi.
Yeah. A little plexi.
Uncle Jim up in the chat. Who's in my chair?
That's true. Dude, hey, Uncle Jim did a hell of a job, dude. That guy has got some great stories, man. I got to tell you.
Did you like the show?
Oh, he's incredible,
We
dude.
haven't really talked too much about that.
I know, just the stuff that he's been through, the life experience that guy has, and his memory is fucking spot on. You know, he's got a lot of shit to say, and it's super relevant and super tight.
I wish I could unleash him a little bit because on the phone or like when we kick it, it's just fucking dying laugh fest the whole time between us. And I can bring a little bit of that to the show, but I don't think he can because a lot of it's personal stories, a lot of it's personal accounts. He doesn't like to, he's from an old school. You hear it clicking a little bit?
I do a little bit.
I think it's good now.
Must have been when you pulled the Roadcaster
My
off
charger.
the table almost.
Right. What was I saying?
Just about kind of him being that certain way all the time in his stories.
Oh, yeah, but on the show, he doesn't want to, he's from the old school. You don't want to bring up people and be airing out people and talking shit.
All their business.
Us, we just do whatever. We just throw anyone under the bus. We're like,
God, I told everybody I had dick problems, for God's sakes.
Yeah, we just burn bridges left and right with everything.
That's true. Yeah.
Set it on fire and
Surprised I still have my job at PGA.
keep going. Right, exactly. just trashing the boss at the PGA. So like, whatever. It's all real. That's probably why you guys tune into the show, man. This shit's fucking, we keep it 1,000 wow over here. So shout out to Uncle Jim. Uncle Jim has the best picks. We did go 5-0. We're looking for the Steelers tonight. We'll get into the Eaters recap later in the show. That is incredible. Wow, stock market is just booming right now. Looking good for your boy. Anyway, investments looking really, really good.
Nice.
We've got a ton of show for you guys today. Obviously, Dow coming back on the show. He brought a ton of sneakers with him, so we're going to have a big-time sneaker segment. We're going to open up a bunch of packages, check out some sneakers.
The birthday continues.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I want to hear all about that in a few minutes here. Floyd Mayweather, Jake Paul, that has officially been announced. I thought everyone was pulling my leg. That looks serious. We'll do some UFC talk. Like I say, Heaters recap, some NFL talk, maybe some underrated news if we have time on this day. And then, I think that's how we'll do it. And we wrap up with sneakers. I already said sneakers.
Dope.
So yeah, it's gonna be good. Uncle Jim is now on Twitter, Dal.
What?
Yep.
No.
I'm retweeting it right now.
Wow.
Is James Roselli. So if you're on Twitter, you want to give him a follow. Uncle Jim is now on Twitter. Shoot him a follow, please. Perfect.
That fool's so tight, he's going to have more followers than I by the end of the day. Give him 24 hours. What's the over-under on that?
He had more followers than you. Let me see. Oh my gosh, I'm changing. You inspired me. Uncle Jim is now on Twitter. Let's get him to more followers than Dow Palantonio by the end of the day, please. Yeah, him.
That's tight.
That's tight. It's funny because tell people the story about your friend Muzzy. Muzzy's doing this truck build on Instagram. And he's passed Dow on followers, and he's rubbing Dow's nose in it, and it's the greatest thing ever.
Oh, every day for sure.
I love Muzzy.
Yeah, so my boy Muzzy, he's building a Tacoma. So he's in the process of it, and I think he goes by so you guys can go follow him too, right, Dow? Good one. I think he's Colo Taco, so like Colorado Taco.
COLO, Taco.
Yeah, Taco,
Okay.
because he has a Tacoma, obviously. So he's building out this Tacoma, and it's just beautiful. It's the limited edition with the cement gray colorway, which was super sought after, super hard to get. I believe it to be the 2017 or 2018. And, I mean, what he's doing with his Instagram, he's changed it to this, like, build-out process. So he's showing all these different processes of the actual build of the truck, from shocks to tires to... any type of performance shit, and he's obviously one of those outlanders, or overlanders, I should say, that likes to, have his own rooftop tent, which was just stolen. So now he's trying to get money to buy a new one. But he's just basically showing, this whole big build that he's doing, and he's showing all the major events. And
The different steps.
Yeah,
And
and
so it's kind of like a vlog, but
it is.
you know how people like to watch vlogs because they like to see someone's process or where they're going. Or
A picture vlog, no video vlog.
Yeah, so this is just picture documentation. You can just watch the process of it.
And, I talked to him. He's like, I think this was like a month and a half ago. I think I'm close to like 500 followers. Nothing crazy, right? Because I don't even post daily, weekly if I'm lucky. But he hit me up about a month and a half ago. He's like, yo, dude, I'm about to overtake you in followers. I said, all right, guy. Yeah, I remember my first Instagram post, all this shit, just giving him a hard time. And sure as shit, within like almost 2 hours of him razzing me, he was already like 40 or 50 followers over me. Now, how he's doing it, I think it is interesting because it shows a process and progress of what he's doing. And I think that can really be like, oh, dude, what's happening tomorrow? It really keeps people locked in. And I think he's got a niche there. I think it's pretty cool. I even, I follow him, and I like to see kind of what's happening next. But I think he's got an interesting niche. But what he's really doing is the amount of people that he's adding, you know what I mean? Like at BF Goodrich, at all the, I don't even know all these aftermarket, roadside parts, but, he ats so many people. So if you touch the picture, like all these ats are showing, and I'm like, damn, it seems like a dickhead thing to do. Like, I don't want to add all these companies. Like, do they like that? Do they appreciate that? I don't think they give two shits. I think it only helps them, right? So he's kind of teaching me all these strategic things that he's doing that could help me. And have I taken any of the advice? Fuck no.
I was going to ask, how's that working out for you?
I haven't even posted anything.
Sweet.
So there you go, man. But damn near, I think he's at 1,600 followers by now. Hell, by the end of the cast, he might be at $2,000. I don't know. But he's doing really good.
And what
man.
are you doing over there?
Trying to not get kicked off the cast.
No, how many followers? What are you doing?
Oh, I think I'm at 487, 477 maybe.
So we're doing 477.
Not even half $1,000.
And some plexiglass between us. This is what we're doing now.
And some masks.
2020 has gotten wild.
It is. I never would have
Wild.
thought. Muzzy was also the anti-social media guy. I don't want to do that, man. I don't even sign into Facebook. I don't give a shit. I don't want people knowing my life. And this fool is at $2,000 followers. I don't understand. 2020. You just never know.
You just never know.
What's next?
The most protected podcast neighborhood.
2020. Muzzy has $2,000 of followers, and Uncle Jim's on Twitter. Can it get any crazier than this? I don't know.
I don't know. Your sister, your mask honestly doesn't look much different, Dal. I don't know what's different than what?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Am I better looking with or without the mask?
Ooh, good question.
I don't know.
Good question.
People are going to forget what I look like.
She said, it's so you, Dallas. Love you, Dal. All this is so you, she says. She clearly knows you very well.
My mom and sister think I'm just a paranoid android here. I don't understand.
You said that you had people hitting you up from your old work trying to they were like, hey, you want to do like a reunion or a get together?
Yeah, just this morning. I was assigned a group text all of a sudden from a lot of my coworkers that I used to manage, right? And they're like, yeah, hey, we're just trying to get a get together, like a reunion. Can we do this? My crew is the County Line crew, so they're like, can we get this
County Line crew? I like
the County Line crew.
Okay.
Can we get this reunion going and blah blah blah? And I'm like, okay, what are you thinking? Sometime next year. What are we thinking? Like March, April? They're like, no, end of December. So I literally text them. I'm like, is COVID still here? It is, correct? Right? What are we doing? And they're like, oh, way to bring down the party, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm not hanging out with you fucks. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense.
Way to bring down the party, Dal.
I know.
Unbelievable.
I'm the anti-party, I guess, all of a sudden. But I was the reason that store made so much money and partied so hard. But now, way to bring down the party, Dal. I don't know. I don't want to get COVID.
I don't know.
Look, I got a mask in a partition with one of my best friends. And these guys want me to hang out with a crowd of like 8?
Where are they hanging out anyway?
That's what I
thought
don't know.
Stuff was getting.
I thought bars and restaurants are closed. Indoor dining is closed, as far as I'm aware.
That's what I thought. Right.
So I don't know what the hell's going on, man. I'm really confused. But I guess they don't think. I mean, some of them have babies and shit. They have families. I don't know what's going on.
Look at this, Dirty DJ.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I had to come outside to flame Dow because I was watching at my work computer. Plexiglass? Man, getting crazy right now. I'll hit you up to share my personal COVID story. I don't know what to believe.
Interesting.
Dirty DJ, what do you mean hit him up? Hit him up. I think you need to call into the show. That sounds.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
Sounds like content, guys. Sounds
it's
compelling.
great for the show.
Yeah. I mean, I know you're always trying to do what's best for the show, Dirty. Not to call in and give us the personal COVID story. I think we need that.
Yeah,
Yo,
don't
go
be afraid to ask for our digits. Dirty.
Exactly.
We can give you the digits.
Yeah. TTF, great job with your uncle holding it down in solo the other day. Just caught up today. That was also Dirty DJ. And he donated in the super chat $5
All right.
for Dow's return and B-Day. Plexi below not good, but whatever it takes to have you back. Dirty,
Well,
I love
thank
it,
you,
bro.
Dirty. Appreciate you, man.
Dirty, we got to get these sound bites going. Who's in charge of the sounds in this thing?
Huh.
I got to get these going. By next show, I'm gonna have a couple clip outs.
Are you?
Yeah, I just need I need refreshers though. We know we got Dirty with the Hey Dirty.
Are we doing the ODB?
Yeah, ODB. I think that's what he said he wanted. And then I lose it after that. Where do I go from there? We need to start taking notes. Here, by the way, can you touch these? Can I slide these under?
Slide them under.
Oh my goodness.
Weird.
The Post-its. You need to, we'll keep it on the Post-its because this is stuff we need to all document. When we're doing the show, we get lost.
Yeah, for sure.
Stuff gets a little
Hand me that marker over there by your side as well.
sidetracked. There we go.
Weird. Under the plexi.
Con Lee also in the super chat. $4.99 for the plexiglass. $2.50 for the plexi. $2.49 for Dow's birthday.
Nice. Thank you,
Lee.
fools. I appreciate that, man. And hey, all you guys that DM me and sent me birthday wishes, I really appreciate you guys, man. That really made my day great. I didn't get back to you guys maybe on that certain day, but that next day or whatever. Man, I really appreciate that, man. Made me feel good. And obviously the community that you guys have built with us is just amazing. So, again, thank you. Thank you so much, man. 38 never looked so good.
38.
Dirty 8. How about that?
38.
Dirty 8 never looked so good. But you wouldn't know because I have a fucking mask on.
You wouldn't know at all, yeah.
You wouldn't know.
My lady was telling me, she's like, the mask thing's kind of tight some days at work when you don't want to put on full makeup. She's like, yeah, you can just.
You can only do half.
Yeah, she's like, you just do the eyes and you're good. You just do the eyes and you're good.
seen
She's in
that.
a hurry. She wants to wake up a little late. She's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Plus, it's honestly, she's like, it's kind of a waste of makeup. It gets all inside of your mask and shit anyway.
Right.
It's like, what's the point?
I did want to show you something I did for my birthday, though. I actually did it the day after my birthday. You can't really tell, but I got it started.
All right, I'm going to shoot some.
I know you fools missed it a little bit, but check this out. You see what's...
Oh, I thought you were grabbing some. Oh, wow, you're back.
You see,
Is the mullet back?
do you see what's happening back there?
Is the mullet back? Are you getting this thing trained for summertime?
Yeah, summertime.
Wow. What does Robin think? Obviously hating it.
Oh, yeah, she's...
Did
just
she
ignores
ask
it.
what you were getting before you went, or did you just show up? You came home
I just
and it
showed
was
up.
just...
There's no talking about this.
Dang.
I got to be my own man.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
So, we're back, though.
I'm going to shoot some shot, or I'll shoot this shot. You can shoot the other one.
Hell yeah.
Conley, will Dow take the vaccine? Val. Will Dow take the vaccine?
As you're shooting, yeah, the question is very, very valid. And I would say...
Damn.
I will take the vaccine eventually, but I think what's scary, dude, is our front line, our healthcare workers are the first to take it, which is good because obviously they're the front line, they're our defense. But man, what if there's a problem with it? What if it gives you a third arm? What if it gives you an elephant dick?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a little scared. So the answer is yes, I would and I will, but I certainly don't want to be the first group. I don't want to be the second group. I may not even want to be the third group. But I would like to take the vaccine eventually. And again, because I'm not anti-vax. Like, I can't remember. It's probably 8 or 9 years old. It was when I took the flu shot. I haven't had a flu shot since. So I'm not a big vaccine guy. I don't like prescription pills. I'm trying to get off of this anti-anxiety pill soon. So I meet up with the doctor, I think, in January. So I don't know. I don't like taking a lot of shit. So... which is interesting because I do worry about myself and a lot of other people. But I will take the vaccine, but I'm going to give it time. I think Robin would probably be one of the first in line when it's her turn. She's down. But for me, again, I don't want to grow a third arm. Not quite yet.
I think as far as flu shots and stuff, I've been getting flu shots. Like
You've been getting,
for the longest. I think the vaccine, it's going to take a little while for everyone, to kind of get it all out there and shit. But that's funny. Uncle Jim in the chat just ruining on this day. That's fine. No big deal. No big deal. Anyway,
damn it, Uncle Jim.
We'll just move right on. The weekends, the birthday.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna bust out. You said you found a super sick gift, and I was like, all right, let's save it for the show. You're getting a little excited. That's why I thought you were gonna bust out when you took off the hat and showed them all.
Oh no.
So I got something to show you for the birthday. So tell me about that.
Ah, yes. So it's interesting.
Hold up real quick.
What's that?
Oh,
This is pretty good.
the Mac Miller Bittersweet Simp, real quick. Just kind of.
Do you remember who sang this though?
Get my nuts kissed. What song is this?
I don't know. All I hear is the verb.
Back in high school, Donald Trump shit.
Bittersweet.
It's Donald Trump shit.
Funny that's life. Oh yeah. Nice, good call on the Mac.
That sounds like Kermit the Frog
Thank you.
doing it.
Oh yeah. I was born. The '90s is the best music genre in my opinion. So I was just trying to pull out my Scott Stapp. No big deal. All right, dude, you ready to see this? So
Yes,
check it
I
out,
am.
man.
Sorry.
Let me give a little.
Got excited over
Let me
that.
get a little backstory of the birthday. So first of all, Robin got me some epic presents. Epic presents in which I could not bring them to the studio because they're so big. She got me a smart TV for the man cave.
Oh, what?
Yeah, dude.
Sick.
Because remember, the TV that I had in there is now our shitty monitor. So I needed a TV in there. And then so I asked for this massage chair, dog. I've been wanting to get massage chairs. Like, we have one of those Theraguns, like the off-brand. The massagers that, like, pulsate against your back or whatever your trouble ailments
Absolutely.
may be.
Those like gun ones that are getting real popular?
We got the off-brand, though.
Okay.
The Amazon special.
What's the cost on it for the off-brand?
Off-brand, I think, was $120.
What's the real joint?
$300-$400.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's still pretty good.
All right.
But I'll tell you, the Theragun, that is the name brand. That is the quintessential rock star. Things like $400, dog. And I will tell you, the motors are completely different. So, is it worth that money? Could be. But it is a way stronger motor. It is way more response. Dude, it's just way better. But because we sell them at the PGA Superstore, so I got to use it. But our off-brand is pretty good, right? But I get tired of Robin asking her, like, hey, can you hit my back real quick with it? Because it's a gun and it vibrates the shit out of the person that actually is doing the massaging for you. And meanwhile, I'm just trying to get it. You know what I mean? And dude, she's just like, babe, my arms are tired. I can't do it anymore. I'm going to bed. I'm like, this sucks. Like, dude, what's the point? So I found this massage chair on Amazon. It wasn't a name brand. It wasn't anything great, but it was like $150. I'm like, I have a badass chair that Robin got me initially in the man cave, like this super like lazy boy badass one. And I'm like, can we switch out these chairs? And it didn't make sense. So Robin got me one of these portable, like full massage, like I don't even know what it is, but it mounts to a chair, right? So you have like seat belts, you can attach it to a chair.
Yeah.
So it's the length of your head all the way down to your ass. And it does heat and it does air and it does all these different things. So we attached it to the chair that I have in the man cave.
Yeah.
That was the second gift. Pretty fucking sweet, dude.
You, really quick.
Yeah.
You're such a gift guy.
Oh, I love gifts.
Dude, did you hear me talking about gifts on the last show when I did the
did.
solo joint?
I did.
We're so opposite. I could care less if anyone gets me anything. Like, I just don't. Like, I feel like if you didn't get a gift, being a gift guy, you would be like, she doesn't care about me. She doesn't love me. And you crumble into a puddle on the floor. I would. And you would just melt away.
Yeah.
Because you didn't get.
She doesn't love me.
Right.
I got to get out of here.
We're so opposite with gifts. I'm bad at getting people gifts, and I don't care.
Really?
I just don't. No, I just get myself everything I'm good.
I think with the last
no one
cast,
is
when
getting
you talked about gifts, I think the resounding answer was cash. Cash
A lot of
rules
people,
everything
right,
around
right.
me, right?
Right.
So, anyways, but yeah, so she gave me 2 great gifts, and then she also got me a pair of golf pants, dude.
She's in for it. She's got to gift the shit out of you every time.
Oh, dude, I love it. Wow. I love it. And I appreciate it, though. And I use everything. Like,
oh, no, it's all like very nice, obviously expensive, well thought out shit.
Robin doesn't fucking mess around with that.
For it. Yeah.
And sometimes I just want like a bullshit gift, like something that's of value, because I always love to keep it for a while. When I'm done with it, I can resell it. That's why I always tell Robin, I said, if I buy myself something or if I get a gift, give me the nicest version of what you can get, because when I'm done with it, there's still value. I can still unload it to somebody for money. I can make some of that up or whatever. And some people don't understand that. Some people do, right? But me being kind of the shoe guy, like, I move shit when I got to move shit to get new shit. You know what I mean? So she gets it, and she gets me really nice stuff. But check this out. Golf pants suck, right? Because it's really traditional slacks. I hate wearing traditional slacks. I look stupid. I look like a 38-year-old PE coach. I hate wearing slacks. That's exactly what I look like. So there's this brand, this company called McCade, and they're trying to change the golf industry, i.e. like T-Mobile trying to change the wireless industry. They're making like skinny pants, skinny golf pants. They're making skinny joggers. They're making all these things that are not traditional and do not look like golfing attire, but still have belt loops. You know, most joggers, like the ones I'm wearing today, the H&M, like the H&M joints that are so burnt out that need woolite so bad, they don't have belt loops. You know what I mean? But this pair that she got me has belt loops.
Drawstring,
Yeah. These have belt loops, dude, so I can wear a professional belt. They look really nice.
Wow.
They're skinny jogger. Dude, I'm just swagged out. And I'm going to use those. I've wore them every day. The last 4 days to work, I've wore them every day. Haven't even washed them yet. I love them. They're incredible. So I got some great gifts. That being said, let's get into what I did. What did we do for the birthday, right? Did we get curbside? We certainly didn't go dine in anywhere, because unless you're sitting, in igloos in downtown, you ain't going out. And there's too much COVID, man. COVID cases are fucking out of control right now. We're not trying to do that. So we did get some curbside. And the fun thing about it was we didn't go one place. We went multiple places. So we got my favorite chips and dip from Chili's. We got the chips and queso and the chips and hot sauce from Chili's. And then we went next door to Old Chicago, got the pepperoni rolls, because I love pepperoni rolls. And then we got some Mexican food as well. So, like, we had a buffet, which is exactly what Dallas would want. You know, like, we did exactly what Dallas would do. I don't want no fucking seafood. I don't want no sushi. I don't want no weird shit. Let me get a couple things from a bunch of different places. And that's what we did, man. It was super tight. But before we got all that, we haven't really had problems with these individuals in the past, but, some of their business stances, maybe I didn't agree with, maybe whatever. Some of our friends that have consigned with this company have had some bad experiences. So I had to go check out Vices. So I went downtown to Vices, which is our, boutique here, kind of a consignment shop. It's one of the bigger ones here. It's where SneakerCon went and had all their consigners meet to make sure they authenticated all the product before they put them all out. So Vices is very well known here.
I've never done business with Vices, or I've never done anything with them. Not good or bad experience. I've just never done business. That's my experience.
So yeah, it's just mostly people that I know have had, some conflicting experiences, whether it's their consigning stuff, the organization. Hey, did my stuff sell? Why do I have to call you? You should call me. You should let me know. Maybe some of their processes aren't as strong.
Back in the day or today?
This is back in the day. I can't speak to today necessarily.
Recent, okay.
But some of our people that even follow us have had issues and have reached out to me and saying, hey, have you had this problem? So anyways, I went in there, went and saw their shop. Great shop, no problem. I had a couple shoes that I'm trying to get rid of so much stuff, man. I just got so many shoes. Like, my man cave is full of them. I've got stacks. I had to bring some of your shoes that I had from back in the day here just because I have so many shoes in there. Yeah. You know what I mean? But so I brought some trade bait, and I was looking in there to see, okay, I got my eyes on something. I got my eyes on a couple pairs of Dunks. Like, they had the Chicago Dunks in there, which I really, really want.
What were they going for?
600.
I was going to say
they were
5
taxing.
something. 600.
So everything there, in comparison to like GOAT or StockX, everything in Vices is about 100 to 150 over what you could get it for GOAT.
Okay.
That was kind of the average, right, of your hype shoes. So I found a pair of Saccai Vapor Waffles in there, and the price wasn't bad. I think it was actually like $430 or $420, and I'm like, that's exactly what they're going for.
Yeah,
off of GOAT at that time in my size. Obviously, some of the smaller sizes are a little bit more expensive just because of availability. But
GOAT already rips heads off. Like, none of these stores should have to be going above GOAT prices. Like, if you just matched what GOAT did, you'd be fine.
But Vices does.
I know, like,
about 100 to 150.
It's over. Crazy. It's like I know if you want to go above StockX, I can understand. StockX is undercutting all day. GOAT prices are already a little inflated. Like,
in comparison to StockX, absolutely.
Yeah, resale shops. If you're going over GOAT, I mean, Jeez.
Like, yeah, what are we doing, right?
I don't know, but then I talk about that and then look at the experience I had with Ghost. So
Yeah, totally. So anyways, I brought a couple things as trade bait, right? I brought the old Fear of God Raids, the black pair, that Thomas Cervantes was like, yo, my foot's too hot,
Yeah.
The Air Raids, I brought
Wore
those.
him to Bronco training camp, 90 degrees. He's all sweating. His feet are all burning up in those things.
Those are so hot. They really are.
Dude, we were standing out on the turf, and how like that black field turf like heats up?
Oh, yeah.
The black shit in it? His
no
feet
way.
were just burning up on those things. So funny.
Way the wrong shooter.
I know. I'm out there watching Von Miller chase his niece around or whoever, over here watching these players with their families, and he's over here fanning his feet. Anyway,
that's crazy.
Love
so
that guy.
I brought in those. I brought in what else did I bring? A couple pairs of Boost, a couple pair of 4D that I didn't need, and then I did bring the Bear Brick Dunks, the hairy joints that need a haircut.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Because I just didn't want them. Plus, they were a half size too big for me. Anyways, they were 10.5s. So I was like, we'll see. So anyways, they took a couple pairs of my shoes and made me an incredible deal where I only had to come out like $80 out of pocket, dude, for these Saccai Waffles. So I bought those because they're a size 10. That's my true to size, without knowing how those fit. I've never tried a pair of Saccais on. The OG Saccais, remember I had the green pair and I sold them?
Yeah.
Because I made great value. And then these, I've still never tried a Saccai on. And these Vapor Waffles are so huge, which you'll see later. But our good friend Adam Eby actually said, yo, dude, I'll send you a pair in the cast. And I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't, whatever. I didn't take it very serious. But it sounds like for the last cast, because I tuned in, he said he sent those Saccais.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to have 2 pairs of Saccais, and we're going to know what size to wear.
I was joking with him about spoiling the content. I was just messing. I was just being funny.
So I got those and really excited. But let's get to the main thing here. So wait,
we're going to do a fit off. You're going to be able to let people know which a 10 or a 10.5
and which pair I'm going to get
will work better.
Yeah,
because
if I need to sell my size 10, and take Adam Eby's, I'll pay Adam Eby, then I'll sell my 10 or vice versa. I think Adam Eby says, yo, dude, if they don't work out for you for whatever reason, he's like, I'll just email you the label, and if you'll just ship them out for me.
Oh, that's sick.
Because he'll sell them. Right? But they have Vice's, the owner, Noe, he actually co-owns a vintage shop. It's called The Blueprint.
Okay. And
it's right around the corner from Vice's, so it's like literally 2 doors down. So, the homie there, I like him. I think his name is Adam. I apologize, I don't remember here all of a sudden, but super cool. He tunes into the cast every once in a while when he can, but this guy just knows vintage super well, and they do a great job there. Their prices are a little high in my opinion, but every time I come in there, he always takes.
Where's this at?
It's The Blueprint.
The Blueprint, okay.
The Blueprint, yeah, which is just around the corner from Vice's.
Okay.
Again, co-owned. So he always remembers me. He's like, yo, man, how's the cast going? We're good. So we chop it up a little bit. Just a super nice guy. And, I was like, he knows that I'm from Kansas originally, so any Royal stuff that he's got, he always DMs me, hits me up. And so I'm in there and I'm looking. I'm like, oh, dude, he's got some old, rare, cards, trading cards. And he had the 89 and 1990 NBA hoops. And I'm like, oh, dude, there's a serious fucking Jordan in there. The Larry Bird would be sick. They've got some cool ones in there. I'm like, oh, man, that's my era. I'm like, yo, how much for a couple packs? He's almost got a full case of them.
Oh, okay.
But it's opened, so two packages are done. And I'm like, how many, what do you want to sell these for? He's like, dude, just take a couple. They're on me. I'm like, nah, dude, okay, whatever, fine. So I laid him to the side, and I see this Bo Jackson action figure, and I'm like, oh, dude, you didn't hit me up. I said, I'm the Royal guy. What's going on? And he's like, oh, dude, I apologize. I forgot, man. Dude. And he's like, I found that cheap, dude. He's like, it's your birthday? Because we were talking about that as well. He's like, oh, dude, just take it. I'm like, no, dude. I want to help support your small, company. This is important to me. So, anyways, I dropped him 20 on the shelf, right? Gave him $20. I took 3 packs of cards, and I took the Bo Jackson figure. Out of the cards, I went ahead and ripped those open that night on my birthday, right? That was my surprise. I couldn't wait for the cast because I didn't think anything cool would be in there. Well, there's a very sought-after card in there. A guy by the name of Mark Jackson, an old coach, now a broadcaster. There is an infamous Mark Jackson card that has 2 individuals that I'm going to tell you a story about. So let me grab this card, and I'll get into the story.
Okay.
How about that?
All right. John King, if you... he said the Saccais are big, Those joints are like an F-150 on your feet. If you ain't 6 feet or more, they will make you look like a damn fool.
Wow, that's
there you
crazy.
go. That's feedback from John King.
Dude, so
they are big, too.
Could
The
you
shoes are-
imagine like a size 12 like you would wear?
No.
Them things would be a truck.
Yeah.
They would be an F-150. Jeez, no doubt. Well, hey, check this out, man. I'm going to slide this card underneath, and I'll put it on your camera. So if you want to show what that looks like here, and I'll kind of give the story here. So that is the Mark Jackson.
Did it come in the sleeve?
No, I put it in there.
Oh, okay.
I put it in there. So it just came in one of those packs that you would take out. And hold up real quick. Let me see.
As good as I was going to say.
Let me see if I can get you a little zoom action over.
The Mark Jackson NBA hoop, damn, old school NBA hoops. In the front. I think it's about as good as you're going to get. Best option is zoom it back out. Just go back to where it was. I should have told you this before you got up. I'm sorry. I'm smarter than this. I used to do production. I actually produced this show. If you didn't know. Wow, that's looking. Just go down a little bit. I look like I'm 4'2". There you go. All right. It's gonna be great for the people on the audio side. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Just go to your camera. I don't know why I didn't say that. Go ahead, and then you can tell your.
All right. So as you guys will see, this is the Mark Jackson card. Not a rookie card, not anything. This is from the 89-90 NBA Hoops collection. And this is interesting. So if you're an enormous fan of Mark Jackson circa 1990 and you wanted to buy his trading card on eBay in the last few months, you were out of luck. Before those last few months, it was about 10, 20 cents for this card. No big deal, right? Well,
before the last couple months, you could get this thing all day?
10,
under
20
$1?
cents.
Okay.
No problem, right?
Bargain bins?
So, yeah, so what happened was...
What happened?
Mark Jackson, I'm going to be clear here, did not murder anybody. This also isn't a joke about Jackson first truly boring a pedestrian season. In 1990, when this card came out, the Knicks legend averaged 7.4 assists, mostly throwing passes to Patrick Ewing. Doesn't even list his points on this little article here, but check this out. But there, in fact, on this card, there are 2 murderers prominently featured on Mark Jackson's 1989-90 trading card. And it, in fact, is the Menendez brothers. Are you familiar with the Menendez brothers from the 90s?
Yeah.
Are you?
Are they like some crazy murderers?
Yeah, dude. So check this out. So 2 of the 4 people seated courtside in the picture are the Menendez brothers, dude.
Wow.
And this
No
photo
shit.
was taken after they murdered their parents for insurance money in their Beverly Hills mansion in 1989. Miraculously, nobody found out the 2 famous murderers photobombed Mark Jackson's trading card until over 30 years later, dude. Not until August of last year, of 2019. How crazy is that? And this discovery did not happen in the way that you think it would. A guy wasn't rooting around his card collection and spotted 2 guilty looking 20-somethings at Madison Square Garden. In fact, Steven Severance doesn't even watch the NBA. He was just trying to find photographic proof that Lyle and Eric Menendez did all the outlandish stuff that court documents claim they did in the months between murdering their parents and getting caught, dude. So this was some individual that was a part of the case, like trying to find photo evidence that these guys were just going crazy because, dude, some of the stories were wild. So the Menendez brothers, they spent over $700,000 in less than a year buying restaurants, buying businesses, sitting courtsides, flying private jets to certain places, all kinds of wild shit, dude. And one of these guys that was part of the prosecution was just trying to find photo evidence that these kids were doing this to really get evidence for the case and build, like saying, look what these fools are doing with the money. And just trying to get, other details that surrounded the possible murders, right? So he found this evidence that they were sitting courtside, tied that evidence to buying businesses and living this lavish life and spending all this insurance money that they got for killing their parents. And all of a sudden, through Reddit and some of these other outsources, this card just got famous all of a sudden because it just kind of blew up and went viral because now you have these 2 murderers that are sitting courtside photobombing this Mark Jackson card. all of a sudden these these major card collectors were like, I got to have that. I need that card. Yeah, that's crazy because it just went viral. And it went from 10 to 20 cents all the way of asks of $1,500.
Because there's a ton of them, right?
Correct. This card is not sold for $1,500. That's an Etsy, somebody from their own Etsy account just trying to sell it at $1,500. This card is average selling price right now is $20 to $30. The highest ask is $1,500, but they value the card at right around $50 right now when you could get it.
Wow.
Last year for 10, 20 cents.
Crazy.
Just because of it went viral all of a sudden and somebody figuring out that, oh, this is hype. It's got the Menendez brothers. They did all this shit within this year, exactly when this card was produced and this season.
So how do you get that old card, or is this a retro? I'm confused.
This is an old card. I got lucky by opening up one of those 3 packs.
Those packs are from the 90s?
Yes.
And the guy was just like, here, take them?
Yeah, dead stock.
Because it was just...
Yeah, because he's a friend, and he's just like, I think he only sells them for like a couple bucks a pack.
Right.
Because nobody really wants these, but nobody expects to get this type of card. You're looking for your Jordans.
How did you know you came across this card?
We talked about it. So he and I talked about it. I was like, dude, what about these old cards? I'm trying to get that Jordan in there. This
so you knew that this was a thing before you even went into that card shop?
Well, no, I didn't.
Or into the... It wasn't a card shop, sorry.
I had heard about it, but I didn't know it was this specific card from this specific year in this pack.
Gotcha.
So he's like, oh, dude, if you get one of those packs, he's like, you know what card to look for, right? And I'm like, well, probably a Jordan, probably a Kemp, probably whatever. Because it wasn't Jordan's rookie or anything, so there's nothing like that. But he's like, no, dude. He's like, the Mark Jackson card. I'm like... Wait, is that the one with like some sort of weird murder or something? I don't know.
Shit.
And then
So
we
he knew what was up.
started vibing. And when I opened up that pack, when I got home, it was too late to call him and be like, dude, I got the Mark Jackson, bro. So I haven't hit him up yet and let him know that I was able to score that card. But what a birthday present.
And
dude.
it's in like perfect condition.
Oh,
I mean,
dude.
I don't grade cards, but it looks like it's...
If I had that graded, I mean, it would at least be a 9.
Oh, dude,
if
it
not
is.
a 9.5. I don't know if it'd be a 10. I think 10's a hard grade to get, but
It literally looks mint brand new, and
brand
it's not
spanking
like there's not a clip on the corner, there's not anything.
nothing, dude.
I just got scared. Actually, I leaned it up against it. I was like, geez, what if this falls right now?
I know.
I mean, it's not like it's worth $1 million, but still,
I know.
very cool story.
Crazy though, right?
Very cool piece, a cool story. Wow,
Yeah, man.
I'm blown away.
So just something that kind of gets brought up from the early 90s that goes hyped because somebody is, this story comes to light that none of us ever would have known. It just kind of went viral.
Look at those. Is that the AirTech challenge he's rocking there?
Let me see. These might be the one David Robinson wore, like the Admirals. Oh, dude, those are like...
They?
Those are like the... I think those are the
looking those up
Nike
right
Air, like, something 180s, I think is what those are. Those are like super...
Those are crazy.
Super tall, dog.
How tall are those? They're like space boots, bro.
I know, dude. Space boots. But yeah, dude, so pretty cool birthday. Got some cool shit. Was able to open up a pack of cards and find this like viral card that is kind of sought after now because of 2 murderers sitting courtside on it. Look at Mark Jackson getting some hype without even him being the hype.
Yeah,
Kinda
if you're
interesting.
unfamiliar, Mark Jackson was the Warriors coach right before they had their like dynasty run.
Right.
They ran him out of town, fired him right before, and then they hired Steve Kerr, and then they went on this crazy run. Not to say Steve Kerr isn't a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say Steve Kerr doesn't deserve some of that credit.
Right.
But let's be real. I mean, Steph Curry was just on fire at the time. Klay Thompson on fire. The teams they had during that little run, do you think they wouldn't have done something similar with Mark?
You would think.
Right.
You would think it'd be similar.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Steve Kerr was that great. He had some great experience, and he was part of dynasties, obviously, with the Bulls. But Mark Jackson's a great coach.
Now he's a famed announcer.
Right.
So if you watch any basketball, anything of any kind, you know.
What's his slogan?
I'm not sure. What is it?
Mama, there goes that man.
Oh, mama, there goes that man. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, there goes that man.
That's right. That's right. Dirty DJ. Dude, that's insane about the card. I had tons of hoops from then. Wonder how much that goes for. Gem Mint. Saw some for 10 to 15 on eBay. Insane.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I'm seeing a lot that are graded at like 7s and 8s. You can get pretty affordable, $15-$20. And maybe that's a play. But shit, man, you know me, man. I'm trying to get the 9s, get them 10s. You know what I mean?
Get it graded, Gucci
Yeah,
said.
for sure.
Uncle Jim. Great story, Dow. now I have to go through the 200 pounds of worthless Hoop 89 and 90 cards someone made me take from their shed.
Oh, wow.
That's funny.
Just have Franchise and I come by, man. We'll help you organize. We'll be masked up.
I'm pretty sure it has been known they were in that card. Jay Rio. Yeah, I didn't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure people knew about it, but
Yeah,
that were in the hobby, in the card industry, but
It's just something that went viral,
yeah,
you know, and
most
once it
of
went
our audience
viral,
didn't know.
now the world knows about it, and I think that's what's different, you know. But yeah, absolutely.
Luke Walton has entered the chat. Jay Rio. Oh, that's funny. I like that. I like that a lot. That's sick. That's a good birthday.
Kind of a sick birthday, huh?
You got a bunch of sick gifts.
Oh, and I did bring the Bo Jackson if you want to take a look at that. Pretty cool, dude. The starting lineup. Remember those action figures?
Of course.
Fucking pretty sick, though, huh? In his Royal 16 gear, dude. Just super tight.
What was the cost on this?
It was free, but remember, the 3-pack of cards and this, I just dropped a 20 on the
20
desk.
on the counter, right?
I'm
Put
like,
it
yo,
on
man,
it.
support
Okay.
local business, dog.
That's tight. I got the old ass Toys R Us sticker on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Pretty sick. So yeah, man, those are my personal cops on the birthday. Pretty sweet though, dude. I love Bo Jackson, man. The best two-sport athlete of all time, in my opinion. You could argue Deion
It's a short
Sanders.
list, but yeah.
Yeah, you could argue Deion Sanders, but Bo Jackson is that man.
This is something that I know you keep all your figures in the packages and stuff still. You have all your stuff like that. What do you do with this stuff? Like, do you hang it up? Do you just put it in a crate, a box? What do you do?
Yeah, I usually hang it up. So a lot of my action figures are in crates. So like my Family Guy action figures and
Family Guy
dude,
action figures.
I have Family Guy action figures. I got Simpson action figures, Marvel, you name it, man. I got them all. Those are all in crates because obviously I've outgrown that stuff. I'm not into it now. I'm into it because I own it, and now it's more of like valuables and collectibles that may make money. Or if I ever have kids, which I think that ship has sailed, unfortunately, it seems like. You know, I could hand it down to them and teach them some culture.
The ship has sailed now? Come
Maybe.
on.
I don't know,
I
man.
hate to see it.
Just yeah, I hate to hear that guy. But yeah, man. So with these, like when they're action or there's something that's still relevant in my life at this moment, yeah, I would hang that up, hang it up in the man cave, man. Make it look sick, right next to the Supreme shit. You know, like the Supreme fishing lure that I have.
Yeah.
Hang it right next
There
to
you
that.
go. There you go. Did you ever nail down that Supreme lawn chair?
No, still need it.
Still need it.
Still need it bad.
Yeah, dude, that's unfortunate. I had a couple other memorabilia stories I was going to go into, but I don't have the thing hooked up, and I didn't send you the links. It's all good. We're fine. We're fine. We'll show them on another show. Let's just move into the fight over the weekend that was announced. Floyd Mayweather. I thought this was a joke. Floyd Mayweather fighting Logan Paul.
Oh,
How is that? I mean, for what? I just said was it me or me and Edgar or me and Uncle Jim? Somebody. I was just saying that Floyd has nothing to gain from that. Why? Why even do it? What's to gain? Money? I guess if you're super broke, but I guess, is that guy that broke? Maybe he is now. I know he's gone broke a couple times. Maybe he spent all the McGregor money. I don't know. Floyd's 43 years old. What are you doing? It's not even a serious. Maybe that's why he does it, though. Maybe I'm the idiot. Maybe that's why it's like, yeah, it's not serious. I'm going to tag this fool, make $15 million or whatever. Way more than that, probably, huh?
Oh, dude, way more than that, I'm sure.
100 million, huh?
It's got to be.
Because what do you get for like 100, 150?
It's got to be 50 or more. 50 or more for him to even like consider it, I would think. But I think he got near 100, 110 for against Conor.
No.
Did he not?
I think he made more.
Did he?
Actually, let's look it up. You look up Conor. Here you go. Check this out. I got the Pacquiao fight. And that's reported that Floyd, let's see here. Yeah, he made $180 million
Oh my god.
off the Pacquiao fight. And it was said he was only going to make 120 and he made 180.
See, that's what I heard.
Based
Yeah,
off
because
the
I was
buys,
thinking
the
110
views.
or something, but yeah.
But no, that was Pacquiao. What do you do against McGregor?
shit.
Let me see. Let me see what Floyd Mayweather make. That's why I'm saying look it up.
So then it would have to
I was
be.
looking up Packer.
Gotcha.
or
So then it
Pacquiao.
would have to be 150 plus.
Oh, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Mayweather reportedly earning $280 million for the fight with Conor, and Conor earned $130.
God, dude.
Dog, the most Conor ever made for a UFC fight was under $10 million, I feel like. Maybe he did 15, but
Yeah, after pay-per-view and all that stuff.
Conor.
bonuses.
But the UFC don't pay those fools like that. That's why boxing. Dude, did you see the Spence Jr. Garcia fight from Saturday night? Bunch of people were going crazy. I looked at it on Fight TV. $74.99. I threw the remote across the room, shut my
Get the
TV
hell
up.
outta here.
Fuck out of here. $74.99 for Spence Jr. Garcia.
Never heard of her.
Garcia who?
Yeah.
Which Garcia? What did we do? What? What? I was confused. I was like, Tyson? I just watched old Mike Tyson. Granted, it's old Mike Tyson, but it's Mike Tyson for $50, $49.99 a couple weeks ago, and I thought I was like, a little rich, but it's Tyson. $74.99 Spence Jr. versus Garcia, and I saw the highlights. It looked like the guy was wearing fuzzies on his shorts. Come on, $74 for some fuzzies.
I'm confused.
I was very confused. So yeah, let me see. Conor McGregor, highest paid fight in UFC. Let's see what this number is. I'm just curious. $12 million. $12,022,000.
And you're saying he made over 100
He did
million?
130. 130.
Not even the same stratosphere, dog.
Dog, and you're getting way more beat up.
Yeah.
I mean, long term in boxing, the concussion risk is more, I think, just because you're getting cracked in the head over and over.
The
But
brain trauma, yeah.
one fight, shit. That's crazy, dude.
Huh.
That is insane, huh?
Yeah, no doubt.
The chat's probably yelling all this stuff at us. You guys are idiots.
Yeah. Old ass Mike Tyson. Who wants to watch that fool anyways?
Oh, old ass Mike Tyson. There it is in the chat. John King. Pay-per-view price is $25 for the main Mayweather Jake Paul fight. Is $25 neighborhood, or am I misreading that? You can have kids at 50, Dal.
Oh,
Conley
man.
said.
Jeez. I can't even imagine that. Being an old dad, dude, just kind of bums me out. You know what I mean? Like thinking about that. I don't want to be an old dad. I want to be kind of a young dad. And
You're only here. I got a great piece of advice one time.
look at my health
From an older person.
Look at my health this year.
That's what I was gonna say. You're
Been
only as
awful.
old as you feel.
I feel pretty shitty.
I feel fine. So I feel like I'm 21. So
Nice.
you,
Yeah.
on the other hand, you already feel 50. Yeah, if you have kids at 50, what's going on there? You're already going to exams that
I
you're
know.
not supposed to be going to till you're 50.
God, I know.
I'm Gucci. Kids are overrated. Live your life, LOL.
Who's that? I like
I'm
that.
Gucci.
Oh, I'm Gucci. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Gooch. I'm Gucci. I can find the links for those fights. No way I'll ever pay again. That's what I'm saying, man. You can stream a lot of that shit. Just depends. Like we were talking a couple shows ago. If you're trying to have people over and make it a little event or something, then you just got to suck it up and buy it. But yeah, if you're just by yourself, chilling, yeah, stream it.
For sure.
Stream it all day. Conley, not a fan of boxing or UFC. I know some people like that, man. I love combat sports. I think it's because I grew up watching wrestling, which obviously we know is scripted, but the brutality and the injuries and the, a lot of it's real bumps. So there's real athleticism going on there, especially today. Back in the day, you could argue when they're doing a little bit of test of strength, then the heel walks away, walks around the ring for 5 minutes. Maybe not as athletic. The Hulk Hogan days,
Yeah.
the Andre the Giant days. Maybe not as athletic. But today, some of the stuff those guys are doing is incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, the AEW.
Was it John King? Spence Jr. versus Danny, one of the best fights of the year. Guess we missed out, Dal. Dude, AEW, crazy. Did you see Sting came back?
I did actually.
I didn't even get to that on the last show.
And dude, his merch sold the
Oh, I
fuck
guarantee
out,
you
dude.
went ham.
I didn't sold that.
You saw?
I saw that, and dude, I was like blown away because a lot of these individuals' merch hasn't sold out, especially somebody as old as Sting, for years. And I guess this was monumental. I'm not in the game like that, but this is a pretty big thing, dude.
I was pumped to see it. Like, I think I saw it on social media and I was like, oh shit, I need to see how it happened,
Right.
And it was cool. AEW's fun, man. They're doing a lot of really cool things. They also announced at the end of the show in like a really cryptic way that they're partnering with TNA. TNA is Total Nonstop Action. It's another wrestling promotion. It was really there. It was like really the only competition for WWE for a good period of the early 2000s. And it was always shit. It was always kind of the laughing stock. It was the joke, but it was really the only other option for people that wanted to go outside of WWE. Then the indies really started getting a lot bigger, and you could start making a lot more at these indie shows. And that's what really like built up a lot of this hype that got AEW going, was all these indie guys and New Japan. And then all of a sudden, Cody Rhodes leaving WWE, some of these bigger stars leaving and saying, let's just start our own shit. And they got some of the biggest stars from overseas in Japan, and then Chris Jericho
came
and Tony Khan came in with the money. His dad owns Jacksonville Jaguars, obviously all that whole story. So AEW really is just a sick underdog story from a guy, Tony Khan, that just was a wrestling fan as a kid. He just loved wrestling as a kid. And he kind of hates the way it went towards sports entertainment, and he wanted to bring back pro wrestling. Vince McMahon doesn't do pro wrestling anymore. He does sports entertainment. He wanted pro wrestling, and I think that's what a lot of the wrestlers at their core, Dusty Rhodes' sons and shit, they grew up with their dad as a pro wrestler. He wasn't a sports entertainer. It was honestly embarrassing what Vince McMahon did when he took Dusty Rhodes to the WWE, because he turned him into this fat guy wearing a polka dot suit. It was almost an embarrassing. He made him the common man when Dusty Rhodes was the son of a plumber, and he had this whole other thing going on in NWA back in the day, and that's how he had his following. And then by the time he got to WWE, he was older, and Vince McMahon he makes everyone change their gimmick because Vince wants to own it. Vince wants to say he created it. Vince wants to do it all. And so...
Dude, great impression, by the way.
Yeah.
That sounds just like
Mr.
him,
McMahon. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck,
I could have closed my eyes and thought Vince McMahon was behind the partition.
There you go. But anyway, I won't go too crazy on wrestling, but it was cool to see Sting back. I love what AEW is doing. I think they're doing an incredible job over there. The Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul special edition will be aired on Fanmio pay-per-view with early bird pricing currently set as at $25. So are you going to be in on the early bird pricing? You're going to pay $50 the night of. I bet you that's how it's going down.
I think I'm going to try to just find a stream.
Dog, if it's Floyd. Oh, here you go. You ready for this?
Wait. What's the rules?
I got the info.
First. Okay.
No, it doesn't say. It doesn't say there's no rules. Okay. But the fight is now official. Floyd announced it. It's set for February 20th, and it is available on pay-per-view and Fanmio. It's available on both platforms.
Okay.
What Neighborhood just said there in the chat, and then also pay-per-view. Fanmio is a site where fans can pay for custom videos from celebrities. And they say the pay-per-view price right now is $24.99, but the number will go up at various benchmarks until February 11th, where the price locks in at $69.99.
Weird.
So if you buy now, you can get it as cheap as $25. But if you wait, it's going to probably jump up to 30, 35, 40, or it's going to go up by a scale on the scale all the way to $69.99 on February 11th, where it locks in at the final price. Is that good or bad? I'm trying to think. I didn't see this before the show. I just saw this now. Is that good or bad? I think it's good. I think you get more people that will take advantage of the $25 price and be like, fuck it. I'm not even going to deal with streaming and cutting out and all that nonsense for $25. I'll just jump in early, pay for it, and know I'm locked in. Right. I think that's me. Because I'm increasingly getting a little burnt on finding new streams, shit going down, finagling it all. Especially now that it's not just me. Especially now that my girl's a little bit into it. I got her watching a little bit.
Right.
So it's both of us. We can kind of make some food, have a good Saturday night, make a little thing of it. Especially with COVID now, we can't go anywhere. So it's fun for us. It's a little thing. I'd pay the $25 all day.
Yeah. I think for me,
I'd be like, babe, want to watch Floyd whip this fool? Let's do it. $25.
I think as a business decision, right? Like, them charging a little less money, than obviously changing it and ramping it up as the fight gets a little closer. I think that's what hype does. I think that's glorified hype. It gives people something to talk about, and I think it also makes you feel value. So those people that love value and love good value, it's like, hey, fuck it, man. I don't have to worry about anything. I get locked in now. But I think at the same time, like, the people that are putting this together are like, dude, this is a great gauge. Let's gauge this hype. Let's put it in a little lower, and then as it gets a little high, or as it gets a little closer, let's heighten that price, because then the promoters know exactly what they're going to get, or a good indication of how it's selling. I think it's a great business move. That's how I think of it.
I don't know. Well, great is, yet to be seen. We don't know for sure, but it's different.
It is different.
It's strategic. They're trying to, like you said, gauge, get the audience. They're trying to see where they're going.
Where's the hype? Where's the promotion? Who's getting paid? Are we getting enough to put this on? I think it's great.
I think The people that are going to wait till the last day to buy it at $70 are going to wait anyway.
Right.
And now you're going to be able to get more buys this way because you'll get all those people that want to take advantage at the smaller price that weren't going to before. That would just try to stream it, finagle it on TikTok, wait to see just what happened right afterwards on social media.
Are they going to have to give anything extra on those bigger packages? Or is it like, sorry, you fucking could have got locked in at 25, but you chose to wait, so here's the price. Do you think they'll give any special footage, features, anything like that?
I don't think so.
As price goes up?
No, I don't think so. I think that is what it is. I think it's all the same.
Right.
It just depends on when you buy it. That's what you get there. Did someone say smaller ring in the chat? Oh, same small ring. I'm Gucci. He asked a question. It doesn't say anything about the ring sizing. Why was the ring on Saturday, or was the ring for the Jake Paul fight small or what?
I think it was smaller, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This doesn't say anything about a ring size here on the article with the press release. Yeah, doesn't say anything about ring size or an altered set of rules. So
are you buying the fight today? Are you getting locked in today, sir?
for $25, yeah, I'll probably get locked in.
I feel like it's a pretty good value. I feel like for $25 to have something that everybody's going to be talking about, I should probably get locked in as well.
I think it is good value. The only way it's not good value is if they take all this money, they lock it all in, and they get up to the fight a week before, and it's like, the fight's canceled, and then no one can get their money back.
I eat $25.
They sell all these buys for nothing.
I eat $25 worth of food in like a day and a half and shit it out.
Right.
That's not good value.
Just to not have to deal with
is good value.
I mean, it's good value if you. I don't think we're going to see a great boxing match. Do you?
No.
Floyd's going to run circles around this cat.
That's what we hope.
Going to mop this cat. I mean, this guy's. We're talking about arguably one of the greatest boxers of all time versus a YouTube guy that's been training to box.
Yeah.
The difference here is the weight classes and the size. That's something I'm a little bit.
I know. Paul's over 200, isn't he?
Dog, Paul is 6'2", 200.
Yeah.
Floyd is 5'8", 150.
Soaking wet.
No, it doesn't say it's soaking wet here. He last fought at 5'8", 150.
Wow.
That was what he fought Conor at.
That's a little weird to me.
It doesn't say anything about a catch weight either. It doesn't say that Logan has to be under a certain weight. This is very strange. And almost now, maybe this is a cash grab. Maybe this is a scam grab. They're going to steal everyone's money and then not do the fight. Why would he do this fight? 6'2"? Dog, like 6'2", 200. What if he just gets a hold of Floyd in a bad way? I think that's why you're watching, right? That's why we're paying the 25.
Right.
Because now all of a sudden,
out.
You're like, whoa, is something possible here? Could something happen? Is Floyd still as fast? I'd assume he is. Yeah, he's 43, but I'd assume he's still. I've never once seen Floyd get into the ring and been like, wow, Floyd's not really in shape for this one. Floyd's always in shape.
Right.
I feel like Floyd just stays in shape. You never see Floyd just gain a bunch of weight or get way out of shape or at any time in his career. When he was young, when he was old, never. Floyd's just Floyd all the time. And it's just hard to in your head, you're like, well, I just assume he's going to be Floyd forever. Until I see him not be Floyd, he's Floyd. Interesting, bro.
It is.
Interesting stuff. What's the chat saying here? Tyson fight had a smaller ring size, Juro style. There you go. Can you hold up your phone to the TV for me, TTF, since you're paying? Oh, Uncle Jim wants the free. Remember I was telling you guys he's cheap. So he just wants to me to FaceTime him.
Gotcha.
And he can watch it off my thing. I won't hold it up, but I'll set a tripod up in the back of the room for you if you want with the phone on there. Yeah, that's fine. We could do that, Uncle Jim. Or you could just come over and watch the fight.
Hell yeah!
I was about to give him a shot and give him a hell yeah instead. That's fine. Can't wait to see Floyd actually play offense. Jay Rio. I wonder if Nate called in a favor. Ha.
Nice.
I'm Gucci. Joe Rogan was talking about Paul grappling with Paulo Costa.
Wow.
And he was holding his own.
Huh.
Logan Paul lost to KSI. LOL. Neighborhood. That's true. I forgot about that. What was the first fight a draw and then he lost the second fight? Right. Who's KSI? Right. Come on. Come on, guy. I ordered every UFC for over 2 years. Used to have people over for the fights. Never again, Dirty DJ. Just because you can stream it, Dirty, or you had a bad experience?
COVID.
Man, met Sting as a kid at MGM Studios. Signed my autograph book. Man, Dusty was bad in WWF. Wasn't he? Why did they do that to him? The only thing good was the song. They made him the American Dream. That was cool. But, yeah, dog, he was so much better in NWA, like way old school Dusty Rhodes.
He had polka dot?
Dog, when he just Google Dusty Rhodes, I'll bet you that's what pops up of Dusty Rhodes. Dog, my image is of him in WWE. He had this like headband on. He has this curly blonde hair, always wet from the locker room. And he's wearing this polka dot leotard, dog, like a one-piece polka dot suit. And he was the American Dream. And he's wearing, when he comes to the ring, he's wearing like a Macy Gray hat, bro. Like I can't even explain. I don't even know what the kind of hat that is. Just do Dusty Rhodes WWF. Oh, they Doug. Why? Why did they do that to him? Why did Vince do that to him?
Yeah, that's ugly.
And dog, he killed it. But the picture right to the left, where he has the sunglasses on, and he's pointing at the screen or whatever. That right there is the Hard Times promo. That's like legendary Dusty Rhodes. Let me tell you something about Hard Times, buddy. You know about Hard Times, dog. That's Hard Times Dusty Rhodes. Yeah. I don't have time, but if I did, play the Hard Times promo. If I was doing the solo show, I'd play the Hard Times promo. This is something you guys need to check out. Anyway, check this out. Moving on from the Logan Paul shit. UFC really quickly. I don't know. Did you watch the fights over the weekend?
No, did not.
Pretty good. Okay card. Ovin St. Peru looks 95 years old against Jamal Hill.
I saw the recap
Terrible.
on that, yeah.
I was looking at the line, and I was like, how is St. Peru underdog here? Vegas knew something we didn't. He looked good in his last fight. He did not look good there. I thought that was terrible. The Jordan Levitt knockout of Matt Wyman. Wow. Did you see him slam him? Oh, my gosh, bro. That was one of the most vicious knockouts from one of the weirdest guys I've ever seen in my life. Jordan Levitt is a strange guy anyway. He talks strange. He walks strange. He acts strange in the ring. He's just a strange guy. And strange to me anyway. And the way he put him out, dude, was so vish. I thought for sure this was going to be two guys rolling around on the floor for 3 rounds straight, boring as hell. I thought it was going to be a wrestle butt-hugging fest, and we weren't going to see anything good in this fight. And I told Mia that before the fight, and right away, dude, they start grappling and wrestling, and she's like, oh my God, just like you said, babe. And then he picks him up, he walks him over to the corner of the cage.
Like halfway over, right?
Yeah, dude, he just walks him over and drops him. And if you hear Jordan Levitt talk, that is not his demeanor. He's not like you hear him talk, he's not a stone cold killer. He's not a guy that's like, all right, this is what I'm going to do. Walk over, pick him up, walk him to the corner, boom, and drop him. Like, that's like some Russian killer shit. That's like some Marvin Vittori shit. The guy that was in the main event. Like, not Jordan Levitt.
I don't understand how it actually happened.
Wild.
So when he got slammed, it looked like it almost like was on his side shoulder. I don't understand. Did his head hit?
So when he
what
slammed
happened?
him, the guy, Matt Wyman's like legs were kind of wrapped around him.
Right.
And when he carried him over, he carried him over like this. But
Almost
then
like a duck walk.
As you notice at the very end, when he picked him up to slam him, he pulls his left arm out of the slam and puts it on he pulls his left arm out from behind him. So when he picks him up with both hands, pulls this arm out, and then puts it on his throat. And drives him into the mat just like that, dude. And right when he drives him into the mat, he drives all the pressure comes down on his throat, and the guy's neck snaps off the canvas.
Whew.
Wyman's neck snaps off, and he just goes unconscious instantly.
Jeez.
That's
brutal, dog.
If you want, I mean, you pull it up, put it on the screen. But it was one of the most vicious knockouts I've ever seen. I don't know. It's all over Twitter, probably YouTube, whatever. But yeah, that's exactly what happened. He pulls his arm out in between, puts it on the front of the dude's throat or face, and drops that. That's what causes the knockout. And it's not illegal. They were talking about on the broadcast. It's interesting that some of the stuff that is illegal, but that's not illegal.
Right.
Like, wow. That was one of the most vicious things I've ever seen. Let me turn this down really quick. But yeah, dude, it was absolutely insane. Anichov. What up, bro? How you doing? Dirty Dancing celebrations. That's right. Yeah, he was doing some weird. I just didn't understand it, but wasn't for me to understand, I guess. I just moved along. Did you find it? No?
No, not yet.
It doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
It's just, it's nasty.
Just dirty.
Yeah. Main event, most boring main event I've ever seen. It was Marvin Vettori and Jack Hermanson went 5 rounds, all 5 rounds. Marvin Vettori won in decision, but I was literally falling asleep during the fight. It was boring me to death. I was watching college football and falling asleep. It's not good. You know what I am looking forward to, though? This weekend's card. Guess who's coming up here? Guess who's running it back real quick?
I do know who. Tony, the man Ferguson, has a fight this weekend, I believe.
I don't know if Tony's fighting this weekend.
I think Tony's fighting this
not
weekend.
Not in the main event.
No.
Is he in the main event? Wait, Tony's fighting and it's not main event?
No, he is.
You're right. He's the co-main against Oliveira. I was talking Davison Figueiredo because he just fought.
Right.
He's running it back against Moreno in the featherweight or in the flyweight title bout. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
Tony
this one.
Ferguson is fighting. Holy shit.
Dude. That's what I was looking forward to.
I thought that was next. Wow. He's not even headlining?
It's a pretty good card.
Dude, great card. Kevin Holland against, what do they call that guy? Jacare?
Jacare, you got it.
I always get thrown off when I see Ronaldo Souza. Like, who the hell is Ronaldo? Oh, Jacare Souza. Junior Dos Santos. He's opening the card? Old-ass Junior.
I know, dude.
All right.
Should be one to tune into. I think I might pay for this.
Is this a fight night or is it it's 256? That's 256. I was like, damn, there's no way this is a fight night. UFC 256. They're giving you some value on this card. Holy smokes. This is going to be a good one. We'll get Ed on to talk about that on Thursday.
Yeah, we don't know what to expect from Tony Ferguson, man, coming off that huge-ass loss. Like, I'm excited, man.
Yeah, that'll be good.
El Kakui, back.
El Kakui,
back. Dude, that Brandon Moreno looks fish. Because he fought just, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, he just got the win, too.
Dang, that guy.
I think they fought on the same card. I think he fought.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, earlier in the night.
He fought Brandon Royval, which is our local guy.
And he put him out.
Oh,
he
dude.
finished him.
Brutal, for sure.
He finished him, yeah.
Moreno, that I think he's Mexican, right?
Yeah, Mexican.
Dude, he's a badass.
But, dude,
he looks
did you
scary.
see what Figueiredo did that same night
I did.
In the title fight to retain the championship?
But can you believe Brandon Moreno has a title fight this quick? Like, I feel like this is really quick.
But it's such a quick turnaround. But both guys wanted it because they both put their guys out in rather quick fashion, and they were like, let's do it. Let's get it cracking. And Dana White said that. We played that sound a couple weeks ago. He said you were going to try to get it done before the end of the year. What do you know? Not only are they getting it done, they're the main event at UFC 256. Did someone get knocked off this card? I don't remember.
Dude, everybody's dropping like flies on these cards.
I can't keep up.
They're having to
crazy.
adjust so much here, Yana, with COVID.
Let me play this clip from Dana White here.
Surprise news yesterday with the release of Yoel Romero. Can you explain to us what happened there? Why Yoel is no longer with the UFC?
Well, it's not just Yoel. I mean, we're going to go through some serious cuts here at the end of the year. Probably going to have 60 cuts coming up before the first of the year. And Yoel is lost 4 of his last 5. He's 44 years old. Our roster is very inflated right now. So we're going to have some big cuts coming before the end of the year. You're going to see a lot of names going here in the next several weeks.
So with Yoel, it's that simple. I mean, I think people were saying, was there some weird negotiations happening, was there something with USADA or anything like that?
Nothing like that. No, we're just literally starting to go through the list, and he's 44. He's lost 4 of his last 5, and these are the tough decisions you got to make.
Surprise.
What do you think about that? I think he still had, I don't know if Dana said it, but he still had 3.
2 or 3 fights,
He had 3 fights still left on his contract. And this doesn't surprise me, though. I think this is a great move. I hate to say that because I don't want anybody to lose their job. But we think about the real world, right? Like everybody losing their job. Like I think there's 130,000 people that just put in for unemployment here in Colorado in the last week. It is crazy. It is wild. It's a wild time. But like somebody as much that makes as much money as the UFC, paying these guys that are still in contract, that are still have fights on left on their contract. It just goes to show you, man, if you ain't getting it done, a pandemic is not the right time to be able to keep your job and not get it done. He just said how many fights he's lost. He had fights still left in his contract. Like sometimes you got to cut a man loose, and I think Dude, I'm not worried about Yoel. He'll get picked up. Bellator, somebody, they'll sign him.
Why does he want to get picked up? Like you said, the guy's old.
He's old. Like, I wouldn't be fighting if I were still him, but he's still doing backflips. This guy's still got a little in the tank. But I don't think at the UFC level. I just really don't. Show me otherwise.
He gave him the shot. I thought Yoel had maybe left on his own, so I was like, whatever. Like, who cares? But I didn't know Dana White. I didn't know they had cut ties.
Just cuts.
Till hearing that sound clip. So I thought Yoel had left on his own accord, and it was kind of whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's exactly what I was thinking. The guy's 40. It's funny. He said he's 44 years old. He's not. He's 43. Dana White, he turns 44 in April. Dana just tried to just hit him with some shots on the way out the door. That's
trying to get him a little gas. Yeah.
So yeah, but I thought the same thing. 43 years old. He had a shot at the big time just not too long ago with Israel Adesanya. He just stood there.
They gave
in front
him a
of him.
chance.
He froze up in the ring and just stood in front of him like I don't even know. That was the worst strategy I've ever seen.
Do you remember his presser? Like, he was like, I want to fight. You want to fight?
Right.
Let's fight.
That was
like,
the worst.
I can't forget. Dana gave him a chance, dog.
That was the worst.
Dana gave him chances.
I agree. I'm not like you. Well, it's a good decision. Like, whatever. either way. If you had to cut guys, that's definitely a guy I would start with too. Yeah. He's old as shit, and he's had his shot recently too.
What about somebody like Cowboy?
Next on the list, I would say, I mean, he's probably within the next few guys I'd be looking at.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not the age Yoel is, but
his showing
similar situation. We've been talking about that. Who else would be there? Looking at the UFC roster here. Let me see.
God, I'm trying to think of all these different divisions here.
Some guys that you just think are just like not there. Dude.
I almost thought Holly Holm until her last fight. She looked good on her last fight.
You thought she was done already?
Well, I didn't think she was done, but
she hasn't been getting the crap beat out of her like Cowboy.
Yeah, that's true.
Dog, that guy's been just getting raked.
He's been ran over.
I mean, oh man, just bad.
All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. I'm looking at the rankings, so I guess people aren't I don't know. Yeah, Cowboy is definitely the next guy that comes to mind now. But Yoel Romero, excuse me, cut from the UFC.
Right.
So he's moving on. Hopefully he doesn't go fight in Bellator. Verna Jandiroba. Put all your money on Verna Jandiroba next week. She's a savage from the neighborhood. Neighborhood's giving out picks on the show. Look at that. Giving out a little heat.
Nice.
I like it. Let's cash some tickets, neighborhood. I've been giving out live player props on my Twitter as well. I'm testing that out because I've been doing really, really well. I've been raking every weekend. And I've been telling myself I need to get a regular job because I need to get on paper. But my job is sports betting. I'm literally living off sports betting right now. It's going very well for me. I've been doing it for a certain period of time, and it's been going good. And live player props have made it possible, I think, to make a living off of this. The only problem is I got to get on paper. So I think I need to start getting to the point where I'm betting and cashing out through like no more, like not offshore. I got to go through like the FanDuel,
like a DraftKings.
I think because they hit you with a W-2. I think it's a W-2G.
Yes.
Gambling form.
Yes.
So, but that's still income, right? It still puts me on paper.
It is. I don't know what type of income you have to have annually with that stuff, but yeah, after you hit a certain threshold, it's even just like reselling shoes off of GOAT and StockX. I think it's 200 sales or 20 grand.
Oh, okay.
They'll put you on paper. Gambling is the same way. I just don't know what the thresholds are.
I need that. And then how much taxes do I have to pay on it though?
A shitload.
Probably 40, huh?
Probably 30% at least.
30 or 40, yeah. Because commissions tax 30.
Mm-hmm.
As we know from being in the commission game.
So, yeah, I would say at least 30.
So there's no women on the main card. She's on the undercard. There you go. Verna Jandiroba. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing her before. Women's strawweight. She's fighting Mackenzie Dern on the prelims. Dude, check out this prelims. Oh, I remember her too. Damn, I'm getting my... It's because of COVID, dude?
You're getting up there with UFC.
I remember...
Well, dude, UFC's been the most consistent sporting event this whole pandemic.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Can't argue that.
Do you remember this kid, Chase Hooper? That skinny, nerdy, little dicky-looking kid that everyone was hyped on?
Yeah.
He's fighting. He's the very first fight on the early prelims. Or actually, it's just early prelims. One early, not two. So he's fighting on the early prelims. He's fighting some guy named Peter Barrett. I don't know. but I'll be interested because there was a lot of hype around that kid. Remember, I think he choked somebody out with a triangle in his first fight, and then I don't know, there's some hype around him. But he's fighting. But then you go to the regular prelims, bro. You got Angela Hill versus Tisha Torres, Andrea Lee versus Jillian Robertson, Verna Jandaroba versus Mackenzie Dern. 3 women's fights, and then Cub Swanson, Daniel Pineda. So 3 out of the 4 fights are women's fights on the prelims Saturday night.
Dang, Angela Hill. Nice. Looking to redeem her last fight.
She got beat.
Tisha Torres is no pushover either.
Dude, this whole shit is pretty fire.
I think I'm going to pay for this one.
Are you?
I think I'm going to pay for this one. This one looks good. Mackenzie Dern, she's badass. Pineda's good. Shit, man, I'm not even the biggest UFC guy, but man, there's some quality TV here.
Yeah, it's good.
Quality pay-per-view here.
PPV.
Yeah, man.
If you will.
Kevin Holland, I'm excited.
All right, Dad, we got to move on.
Let's do it.
Let's jump into On This Day.
All right, fools. On this day, we're going to give a little tribute to Mr. Larry Bird. Today, December 7th, 1956, Mr. Larry Bird was born in West Baden, Indiana, and raised in the French Lick, Indiana, which was a neighboring city of West Baden.
The French Lick?
The French Lick, Indiana.
Oh, it's not just called French Lick, Indiana.
It's called French Lick, Indiana.
Oh, but it's not. Okay.
Not the French.
I was like, what?
Not like the franchise.
It's
The French Lick.
Okay.
But anyways, because of that, Larry actually gave himself his own little like branding, and he was nicknamed the Hick from the French Lick, where he's raised. And a lot of this came from because, Magic Johnson at the time, right? Those are the two comparison that, Larry Bird's a 3-time champion, obviously, and the Lakers and the Celtics and all that history. Magic Johnson had this nickname, Magic, right? And he was Magic. He wanted to be in the limelight. He wanted to be, everything and be involved with the media and hyped and all this shit and had the girls and had the success and loved it. Larry didn't like the spotlight. Larry liked to be on his own, do his own thing. He was a big Budweiser drinker. He didn't have like, he didn't have all the people surrounding him. He just wanted to be his own thing. And that's kind of why he gave himself the nickname, the Hick from the French Lick, which is interesting. But obviously 3-time champion, multiple all-star appearances. This guy, arguably one of the purest shooters of all time. That could obviously be argued. But, we look at just the the Lakers and the Celtics this time. I mean, you just talk about some knockout, drag-out battles, dude, that they had, and just really put those two franchises, on the map from a historical perspective. Had to give Larry Bird some fucking credit.
Give them some fucking credit.
So, yeah, man. Any Larry Bird stories from you or Uncle Roselli?
No, I wish I would have been able to see him more. Like the times I saw was ESPN Classic.
You were a young guy,
but by the time I was like knowing what was going on, dude, he was in the NBA coaching with Indiana. Like, I didn't get to see him even close to his prime playing or anything like that. Yeah, the really, dude, you know what I really remember most about Larry Bird from my youth anyway? Was him on those Michael Jordan McDonald's horse commercials.
Oh yeah,
off the wall, off the roof, off the
scoreboard.
Yeah.
Nothing but net.
Right. Yeah, winner buys fries or whatever it was. McDonald's. Check this out though. John King tweeted us this. I just had to scroll through my shit and found this. I got lucky. John King tweeted us this the other day about Larry Bird, and dude, it's so good. So Sean Kemp on the first person to bust his ass in the NBA. Quote, we were playing the Boston Celtics and the great Larry Bird. I'm from Indiana and Larry's from Indiana. I knew about the history of Larry, but I didn't realize how he really got down. Larry gave me 50 3/4, and he talked to me the whole game. He asked me at the jump ball, "You're the one that broke all my records in high school, right?" I said, "Yeah, that's me." And he said, "And you're the one that used to dunk on my brother too, right? Andy?" And I said, "Yeah, that's me." And he said, "I've got something for you tonight."
Wow, that's crazy.
Drop 50 on him in 3/4.
Jeez, what
Larry
a story.
Bird. Talk about stories.
And look at Sean Kemp going in there thinking, "Oh, we're buddies, Indiana, we're vibe."
Yeah.
Nope.
Me and John were talking about, like, you wish you could have just seen Sean Kemp's face. You know what I mean? Like, they just don't get down like that anymore,
they
dog.
don't.
Like, and I don't know if it's a combo of the times changing and free agency, or I don't know which is more to blame, but free agency is obviously to blame. When you were drafted by a team back in the day, it was like that was your gang, that was your family, that was everything. You didn't leave that team. It was just a totally different thing. And then free agency came along, people can make more money, and it became more of a business than what it was. But that's why there's those iconic players and teams and stuff from back in the day, and guys you just associate with one team.
Right.
Like Lair.
I think Larry had a rough go. I mean, he was just injury prone, and if you remember anything about Larry Bird, like his back was just a big plaguing issue. I mean, there was times he had to be carried off the court. I mean, his back just would not hold up, and that's why he eventually had to give up. Do you remember the Barcelona Olympics? He never played.
92?
Yeah, he
92,
never really played.
Dream
because
team. He was on the dream team, but he wasn't really.
It was the ailing back.
Yeah.
He just really didn't play that much, and he
it.
got to kind of be the onlooker, you know. And I remember the documentary where it was Magic Johnson and obviously Michael Jordan, and he talks about kind of the given kind of the reins away to Michael Jordan, and Larry Bird just gives his perspective, saying, "Yeah, man, I just on the side got to watch the whole thing, you know." And that's what he was. He was a leader, but I mean, by that time, his injuries, especially his back, was just, I mean, there was nothing he could do at that point, you know.
Happy birthday to the great Larry Bird on this day. All right, we got to move. I'm going to jump into the Heaters recap real quick. Oh, the Heaters recap week 13. Gosh, I love these Mondays. I love the Mondays when we absolutely just crush it, when everything happened that we thought was going to happen. That's the way it's supposed to go. Well, not supposed to, but that's the way we love it to go. So let's start out the Heaters recap week 13, brought to you by the homies at denversportsbetting.com. Make sure you guys follow them on social media at Denver Sports Betting on IG, at Betting Denver on Twitter. Browns at the Titans. Browns +6. Dog, I was on the Browns. I like the Browns, but I thought they were going to take a totally different approach. I thought they were going to pound the rock, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb. I thought that's how they were going to get it done, and then stop Henry on the other side. Well, they stopped Henry. They shut Henry down. They shut the whole offense down. But, man, Baker Mayfield just came out lighting it up. John King, do you owe Baker an apology yet? I know it's one game, but, I mean, he's been here 3 years. He hasn't done this a ton, but we've seen a little bit of it. And the Cleveland did, let's be real, like, look back at the last few weeks. Cleveland was playing in terrible weather. Going back, I was looking at those games they played, and they were all in awful weather. So it made the run stats way up here, and it made Baker look like crap in his pass stats down here. And I was saying the same thing. I'm like, is there another guy at the quarterback position in the league more that you just kind of find invincible? You don't even notice he's there. They're not losing in spite of him. They're not winning because of him. He's just there. He's just handing the ball off. They're running it, and they're winning. They're a quiet 8-3 going into the weekend. Baker Mayfield flipped everything around yesterday. He comes out. The first drive drops that dime into Donovan Peoples-Jones over the top, which they called back on a holding call. Baker would have had 5 touchdown passes on the day. Instead, he only had 4 because Peoples-Jones dropped that one. But he still went 25 for 33, 334 yards, and 4 tutties as the Browns destroy the Titans. This one was nowhere close to the score. The Titans did a bunch of nonsense and came back at the end and tried to make it close. So it was 41-35. But we had plus points anyway, +6, and we didn't need them. Browns win.
Straight cash, homie.
Next one up, Raiders at Jets. This one, another one that just went our way. Uncle Jim was on the Jets, and he had him to win it all. He was trying to, get the back-to-back with the Niners, and it looked like the Jets had it under control. I thought the Jets were going to do it, and that's just Jets going Jets for you. As soon as they looked like they were going to get the job done, they didn't get the job done. And I think a lot of Jets fans were pumped that they didn't get the job done because they continue making strides towards Trevor Lawrence and the whole tank for Trevor narrative that's going on over there. But from the first drive, when the Jets went up 7-0, it was clear that we were on the right side of this one. It was going to be a good day for us. Raiders came out slow, sloppy, lethargic, just as we expected with the West Coast travel to the East Coast, having to play the early game. Jets lost the game on a touchdown with under 5 seconds to go, but easily covered the 9.5 points. They lose 31-28. We got the dub.
Straight cash, homie.
Moving along. Saints at the Falcons. Saints -3. The road dog. New Orleans head coach Sean Payton put baskets of cheese in all the Saints players' lockers before the game. So when the players came into their lockers, they found the baskets of cheese with a note that said, "Don't eat the cheese. Don't get into the hype. Keep your head down. Keep working." That is a Sean Payton thing. That is Sean Payton to the T. And you don't want the Saints to read into their hype, read into the stats, all the stuff. They're winning games. That's why I loved the Saints this weekend. Uncle Jim loved the Saints this weekend. And we finally got to see Taysom Hill do some stuff with his arm. 2 touchdown passes, 27 for 37, no picks. Not bad. I thought maybe at the end we had a chance to drop this one as Atlanta tried to make a late push, but the Saints were able to keep their head down, keep working, just like Coach Payton said. They get the win and cover the 3 points, 21-16.
Great cash, homie.
Moving on to the next W of the day. If you're keeping track, we're 3-0 at that point. Rams-Cardinals going into afternoon games. The Rams -2.5 at the Cardinals. I talked about Kyler Murray being banged up the past couple weeks, still nursing the shoulder injury going into this game. After seeing how Murray played the past couple weeks with the injury, I felt confident that the Rams defense was going to be able to keep him uncomfortable in the pocket, and that's exactly what they did. Murray's a dynamic quarterback, and he needs his arm and legs to beat you. It's obvious that he doesn't want to run the ball because he takes hits. He rushed for 15 yards yesterday. 15 yards. If you're Kyler Murray and you're running for 15 yards, you're not going to get it done. His run is what opens up the passing lanes. That was not what was happening yesterday. The Rams dominated this one. They win and covered the 2.5 points, 38-28.
Great cash, homie.
Let's go to the blowout of the day. The easiest one of the weekend to see for me. This was my first pick on the show, and it was the easiest. It was the 2 simple keys here. Bill Belichick being 5-2 against rookie quarterbacks against the spread. Also, the fact that you had the worst head coach against the best head coach. I gave you reasons why Anthony Lynn was terrible last weekend, how he lost the game by 10 to Buffalo because of terrible coaching mistakes. This one here, I knew he was going to get outclassed and outcoached. Can you look at those 2 teams, honestly, and tell me that the Patriots have more talent than the Chargers?
Absolutely not.
No way, dude. No way. The Patriots might be one of the most talentless teams in the league. Like top 5 least talent in the league, the New England Patriots. It's just crazy. But you want to talk about terrible coaching. This is an example of terrible coaching. I don't want to get on a soapbox, but this is exactly what I was talking about. The Patriots scored a ton of points. They win the game 45-0. So obviously they're kicking off a ton, right? Every time the Chargers, I saw 6 or 7 kickoffs that the Chargers took. After they catch the ball, the guy returned it every single time. You know how many times he got to the 20-yard line? None. I'm watching this after about 6 or 7 returns. I'm like, why are they still letting him return the ball? Where is the coaching? Where is the coaching going on? Doesn't the special teams coach at some point walk over and say, hey, guys, we're really not having much success taking the ball out of the end zone. Let's go ahead and just take it at the 25. We're going to go ahead and just let it go. We're going to go ahead and maybe just kneel it. Instead, they continue to try to run it out of the end zone, fumbling the ball, not getting to the 20, just terrible coaching. It just makes no sense to me. I feel like you and I could coach this team better than these guys are doing. It just feels like everyone's burnt to me. And if you want to bet against a team that is going to get kicked in the face and then not try to come back, they're not going to Philadelphia Eagle you. They're not going to come back and try to sling it down the field and call timeouts with under a minute to go and do all this jazz. It is the Chargers. The Chargers die. They roll over and die, especially at this point in the season. If they get kicked in the mouth, there's no fight there. They got a bad head coach that's not leading. There's no fight in the Chargers. We cashed that one easy, 45-0 Patriots.
Great cash, homie.
And with that being said, that takes us into tonight. We're on the Steelers -7. We're trying to go 6-0 here. We're 5-0 if you're keeping track. Trying to go 6-0. So Steelers, actually that game starts in 30 minutes. Steelers, Washington, 3 o'clock today.
Early game, yep.
3 o'clock today. I'm going to have to, we got to get going.
We got to get out of here.
Got to jump into sneakers. That was your Heaters Recap brought to you by the good homies at denversportsbetting.com. Make sure you guys hit them up on social media if you want to be a part of the Fan Funds game, where each week they give fans a chance to make their pick against the spread and the total of the Denver Broncos game. Probably could have won some money on that one last night. Broncos +14,
Yeah, no doubt.
Great cash, homie.
So check them out on social media if you're looking to get involved. At Denver Sports Betting on IG, at Betting Denver on Twitter. Damn, man, I gave him the bitch shots. I gave him the bitch shots. You nasty Dirty bag.
That's awesome.
There we go. All right, let's go jump into sneakers. Brought to you by Pure Spectrum CBD.
All right, guys, today I'm going to talk a little bit about Pure Spectrum. They have a new product available that I wanted to kind of show you fools what they got going on today. This takes me back to my childhood, man. Eating my Flintstone vitamins, dog. Check it out. Pure Spectrum CBD now has CBD gummies, which you'll actually see on the screen there. So they say gummies now available. So also, if you're not following Pure Spectrum CBD on Instagram, make sure to do that. PureSpectrumCBD.com. They now have gummies. It's a 30-count bottle, and each gummy has 25 milligrams, which is pretty cool. They have 4 different flavors. Very, very nice on the palate. We have a set coming to the studio here, so we're super pumped to try them. I was able to try a couple samples from my sis, who obviously is a big partner with the team there. So this is a new product they're really, really excited about. This is something that you guys should really, really take advantage of. Right now, for that 30 count, they are going for $44.88. If you do sign up for their newsletter and all this other stuff, you can also save 10% there. And you can also double dip by using our code MUP. Save yourself some money. Again, Pure Spectrum CBD. Check out the new gummies. It is their latest and greatest. And go ahead and use code MUP. Save yourself some money. Pure Spectrum CBD.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Gummies get you
I need some
excited?
of those, yeah.
I love gummies, man.
Love gummies.
Look at that. I used to pop those Flintstone those Flintstone hard vitamins all the time. That shit was like candy to me.
Yeah, those were not gummies.
Those were not gummies, but it reminds me of the good times.
Yeah, they're vitamins, which these are not vitamins. So I don't know how.
This is better than vitamins. It's still medicine. My mom used to call Flintstone vitamins medicine. Did you take your medicine?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what she used to say. Did you get your medicine? Because I used to, every time I would take those, and then I'd brush my teeth about 30 minutes after, and that was my bedroom routine. You take your vitamins, you take your medicine.
Good shit.
So yeah, man.
Wow.
So, anywho.
Dal, did you go for those Yeezy? I don't know what Yeezys they were over the weekend. Martin.
Which ones?
I don't know. You just said Yeezys.
So I'm assuming it's the bread Yeezys. So the bread Yeezys, I think you could argue that the bread Yeezys are probably I would say first or second most hyped 350 V2. Would you say maybe after the Beluga 1.0, maybe after the Zebras?
Oh, I had a major brain fart. I forgot those dropped this weekend.
Yeah,
I woke up at 5 a.m., tried to get them on Dick's, and that was it. I didn't get them. They got eaten by bots, and then I went back to sleep.
Okay.
Didn't try anything else.
So you tried for Dick's, but not the other foot sites? I don't blame you. I tried for the foot sites, lost my dick.
Ate your dicks. Yeah. No, yeah, right.
I ate a bunch of dicks, no gummies. That's true. But I was able to hit on Adidas raffle.
Oh, really?
So Dallas does have a bread 350.
I was going to wear mine today, and I was like, nah.
Oh, I would have been super jelly for sure.
I was going to.
Still no shipping on those yet. However, the utility black 500s are coming this week. And you know what? I got suckered into something. I bought the Ultra Boost 1.0, that silver and gray joint. That was a super hyped colorway back in the day.
With the silver boost?
No. It's just the silver. They call it the silver and gray 1.0.
Okay, yeah.
So I got suckered into that.
Before the silver boost, yeah.
Yeah, the PGA Tour Superstore, if you do a bunch of trainings with all these different companies, Adidas being one of them, I got 50% off. So I did buy an Ultra Boost for half off. So those will be here this week.
Wow.
The bread 350 should be here this week. The utility black 500s should be here this week. But I got some sneakers today to show you.
Martin's not happy that you hit.
Oh.
Dal the Adidas goat keeps hitting. Dirty DJ.
Guess what? Muzzy hit.
What Muzzy hit?
Muzzy hit.
The guy doing the Toyota build hit.
So
wow.
Yeah, my other best friend, he actually hit on the Adidas raffle. He got a size 10.5. I might not do an oop, but I'm looking at maybe trying to give DJ Crush a deal on that.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm trying to get those two parties together and see if they can make a deal. So
nice.
Trying to look out for the people, man, who help us out. So anywho, man, what do you want to start out with today? We've got a shitload of sneakers. Do you want to see the Jordan 1 patent leathers that Mr. Adam Eby sent to us?
Yeah, let's get that box going.
You want to do that one?
Yeah, we'll just...
Because this box has been sitting here. John King said last cast, because I was tuned in, he's like, can we open the fucking box?
Oh, did he?
Let's open the fucking box.
It's hard. By the way, when you're doing a solo show, it's hard to keep up with the comments.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
A little bit. I mean, you don't see as many because you get into a take or whatever, and you're just talking, so then a bunch of shit flies by, and then by the time you get back to the chat, you can't go scroll it back, and it's a lot, bro. But it's good. What about these tricolors on feet today? Can you go back to the main screen? Look at that. Who knows about those, bro? Those are old school. The tricolor NMDs. Is that what they're even called? Am I saying that? Am I wrong?
I think those are called that.
Was there another color too?
Didn't they come out with a gray, like a light gray, and then the dark gray?
And then these ones?
I think it was like a
Something like that.
Yeah, I think it was not a collab, but it was a dual kind of whatever. I got the light ones. I didn't get the dark ones. You got the dark ones. I didn't like the dark ones.
Martin, nah, you deserve every raffle win, Dow. TTF instigating. All right, sorry,
For sure.
Martin. Hey, Martin, it's hard for me to tell how you guys are saying stuff here, you know? It's just words on a paper or on a screen.
I do find it interesting that, yeah, I've kind of taken a break from Adidas and some of their Yeezy stuff. It's just, they're oversaturating the market. There's just so many colorways that look like the exact colorway that came out the previous week, and they're named kind of the same but totally different. I'm not feeling it. With the Bread 350, one of the most sought-after colorways, the one that I couldn't afford, the one that I couldn't get that was damn near $1,000 a year ago, I'd like to have that. But arguably, my favorite Yeezy 350 is always going to be the Beluga 1.0. If they restock that, I will pay whatever,
I heard
whenever.
rumors.
Did you?
Yeah, and I was looking through old shoes I sold like too early the other day, just wallowing in my sorrows.
Yeah.
Just
Did you sell that one?
I sold some Jordan 1s too early.
Gotcha.
Those Yeezys I sold for $1,000.
Did you?
Yeah, because they were 12 and a half, remember?
Oh, that's that unicorn size.
Yeah, and I just turned around and looked, and someone's got a bid in for about $1,000, but the person's asking like $1,850 on a 12 and a half on StockX, which is it's probably the one I had.
I bet.
You know?
Yeah.
I just held on to it.
Dude, remember where
But
yours
there's
came
no
from?
bids on for over that, so I'm still feeling good. Like, I sold it for $1,000. And
Dog,
yeah, mine came from Adidas France.
Yours came out for, like, all of a sudden you had a package, like a parcel.
Yeah, that was crazy.
and it had, like, all the Air France, like, stickers and
Yeah.
shit on it. I was like, what the
Vitzer
hell?
botted that out of nowhere. Like,
Right.
Just, dude, that was, shout out to Vitz.
Before botting was hype.
That was so crazy. Dirty DJ. Man, I got the black and gold ones in today. Below not good. Are you talking about these ones, Dirty DJ?
Below not good.
You don't like these? I don't think Dow likes them either. I think, well, from what you were saying. Let
me hold on them bitches. So let me give you my take as you look at them, because, you know, let you process here. Here's what I think. I think the shoe is cool. Patent leather sucks. Patent leather, not comfortable. Patent leather does not age well. Patent leather, so I can't find, one, it's not going to look good later.
My gold toes are great. It just depends on the patent.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But black,
weird.
dude, we know black is not going to show up well. Those creasing like a mug. They're going to be really, really bad, dude. I just can't.
You just can't.
I just can't. So here's what I think about these. I do like the looks of them, but there's nothing about this shoe that is OG. This is not an OG colorway, unfortunately. They did a mid version, they did a high version, and what they did was those two colors, so of the high and of the mid, they basically brought them together. So there's never been an OG colorway like this.
Okay.
There's been similar to this, but this colorway specifically is from a high and a mid that they just kind of made a hybrid version of. So there's no story to it either. So it's going to crease bad. It's not going to be as comfortable as some of the other Jordans. We just talked about the Zoom Air. Like, why would you buy any other Air Jordans? Zoom Air is the go-to.
Not anymore, though.
I know, right?
Who knows?
Now they're doing new shit. But the one thing I do like about this shoe, and I think I texted you about it. I don't think we've talked about it really, but the midsole and the stitching, dog, I was the Doc Martin king. I was Mr. Doc Martin. I wore Doc Martens all day, every day. And when I look at this effing midsole and that stitching, especially that front toe, when you look at that angle, holy shit, does that not look like a Doc Martin to me, especially one from the 90s. That's what I see. I don't know. So
Damn, you had Doc Martens in the 90s?
Oh, dude,
I didn't even hear about Doc Martens till the 2000s.
Yeah, dude, I was
You were in
the
that
90s.
game, huh?
And that's when they were super. I mean, I'd wear my Doc Martens with my Pepe jeans, Guess jeans, Z Cavaricis. Like, I was in there
Weren't
like
those
Jimmy.
baggier jeans?
Yeah.
You wore Doc Martens with baggy-ass jeans?
Everything looked good with Doc Martens.
Oh, really?
Back then. Yeah, dude. For sure.
I don't know.
So
Back then, not anymore, though?
No. Well, I think baggy's coming back.
Would you throw on some Martens?
I would. I wore some about 10 years ago. I wore yeah, I guess
to
it was
a
about,
wedding or something?
I guess, no. I guess it was 10 or 11 years ago. I think Doc's kind of made I think they made a small comeback in certain lights, like maybe in punk rock music and some of that. And I got suckered into buying a pair. And I wore them to concerts and shit like that. But I retired them again for a second time. but it reminds me of the 90s. It reminds me of Doc Martens, that midsole, that stitching. And I think I like that because of nostalgia. But I think the colorway looks great. I think the black and gold, I mean, it hits hard. Very, very stands out very well. Like I said, I just worry about the comfort, and I worry about, the creasing and what this shoe is going to turn into. That's my problem. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't mind the gold toes I have look wonderful.
Do they?
And that's just...
How many times have you worn them, though?
But the Fearless, awful. The gold toes, wonderful. Fearless, awful. So it just really depends on the patent leather for me. I don't know. I have some that look okay. I've had some that not look okay. The thing that I love about this shoe, and a lot of people that have been following me for a long time, a patent leather Jordan 1 was the very first shoe that got me in the game. It was the Chicago in 03, and that was the very first iteration of these. So they retroed the Fearless, which was like a hybrid of the blue and red one they came out with a long ass time ago. Mm-hmm. And now they've got this black one out. I wonder if they're going to redo just the North Carolina blue and redo the Chicago. Those were mids though. Those were not highs. So a little bit different. Right. Those are patent leather mids, but that's the shoe that got me in the game. And I remember having the baby blue pair and wearing the shit out of them. I was like, man, I got to get that Chicago pair. Mm-hmm. And I kept them nicer, but the baby blue pair is just trashed. I mean, they didn't even look blue anymore after I was done. They were so faded and trashed. Nice. And I wore them every day for senior year. That's tight. I used to go out dude, those were my kicks, man.
Swagged out.
And so that's how and the patent leather on those too, it wasn't bad. I don't know. It's hard it was way different than this, dude. It was almost a 2-piece. Was it? So it was the toe box patent leather. It's hard to explain. If you look at my Chicagos, you can see it. It wears differently. Huh. Maybe I should have brought those in today.
That'd been sick.
But yeah, these are kind of nostalgic for me in that way. And then you remember the black pair they came out with that were just crazy expensive, forever, thousands of dollars. Could never afford them, could never get them. So, yeah. I like them. And I probably like them because of that. I don't see the Doc Marten thing, but I was never a big Doc Marten guy.
Oh, yeah, I see it for sure.
Yeah, man, to me, it looks like it's oh, cool. The gold stitching accents the gold, but
which it does look good. Yeah, I just
crappy.
And see, for me, Doc Marten, that's not a bad thing. That's the thing that I like about it. It reminds me of a better time. So I actually like that stitching. I think it makes it pop very, very well. And dude, tell me these are not stupid, strong smelling Jordan 1s.
Oh yeah,
that smell is whoo.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Serious.
We know Adam Eby didn't give us no fakes here.
Serious.
You tell. I can smell this shit through my mask right here.
Oh really?
Shit is gnarls, Barkley, dude.
Yeah, they're good.
It's really good. But you wearing these? You gonna hold on to them, see what they do? Because they're shit in the bed right now.
Oh yeah, I think they're bricking out hard.
They're 215, 210.
But that was the Fearless too. You remember the Fearless? They were bricking out hard all day.
I don't remember because I never had that pair of patent leather, so I never really judged the market.
Yeah.
But you would remember.
Because a lot of people were like, oh, the red toe looks like a clown shoe and all this shit. Yeah, people were not feeling them. Everyone was hating. Look at the Fearless now, 400.
No shit?
Yeah, 396. 396 on GOAT in my size.
That's crazy.
I know.
And dude, you wore those one time and they were creased.
I know.
So
I
bad.
sold mine on GOAT used. And the only reason, and dude, I sold them for probably, let's see, amount made. Let's see what the amount I made on those. Got it right here. Orders, sold.
I wonder what you did on those.
Fearless, amount made, bro. Bad. 207.50, but that was used.
All right.
And so I think I was at a low status at that time.
Yeah.
So I probably sold them for about 275.
You're probably getting charged, what, 15%, 20%?
Yeah, 15, I think. Oh. So I think I sold them for 275. But that was used, and you know why I think they went for that? Because in the used photos, I union laced them. I had white down below and the blue up top, so they looked super fresh. So whoever got them got a fire pair. But yeah, they were 275, and like I said, I wore them for that on feet. I walked around a little, and I was like, these shits are about to be the worst.
I took photos, remember?
Yeah, they looked and it was a white toe box. Oh, they looked bad. They were looking bad, bro.
That white toe box, dude, in patent leather, that crease, and then the dirt gets in those creases. Not good.
Bad.
Not good.
So yeah, so I got rid of them. But yeah, so who knows? These ones could they be the same situation? Could they be bricking right now and then worth more later? Absolutely. That's what a lot of Jordan 1s are doing these days. You just wonder for sure. Is this the new one? Yeah, it is. 218. Oh my goodness, on GOAT right now for
bad,
this.
Right?
218 on GOAT for. Jesus, that's less than I paid $600 for these.
How much?
600. No, I'm just kidding. Your face.
Wait, how much?
Let me see those Fearless. All right, Dal's opening the
another pair of
box
yours.
here.
Another pair that is yours. So
Pair is mine. What do you mean?
I think
410 for these Fearless in my size right now on GOAT.
wow.
Doug, for those clown joints.
For the clown joints.
410 for those. Remember those? The bomb pops? the old bomb pop joints? Everyone's clowning me.
You could also call them the Dairy
liking
Queen Star Kiss.
Everyone was not liking them. Everyone's talking all that shit. 410.
I had Robin get me the Star Kiss bomb pops.
These blacks will be just fine, bro.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
410.
It'll take some time.
I don't know. I might. It just depends on the thing. I saw Juro Style say these are the best ones to wear to a wedding.
Really?
Yeah, if you're wearing like a black tuxedo, you get the black patent, the shiny shoes with it.
Huh.
Just a little tiny gold hits. Maybe you got gold cufflinks. I see it.
That'd be
I
cool.
see you, Juro. I'm with you, Juro. Try to give you a shot, Juro, but let's run it back, Juro.
I think this is another one of your pairs.
From Eby?
No. So we're saving one for Eby because we've got a comparison
I was
here.
confused.
So,
This
yeah.
is my pair from Nike.
Yeah, man. You hit on not the shock drop, but just Nike sneakers on the actual drop.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm excited to see these because I haven't. And these are OG, true to form, perfect.
Yep.
But what's not perfect? That's a lot of white, dog.
Dog, it's so much. That's, you know me.
That's a lot of white.
These are, yeah. I know everyone loves these. I just won't. I won't be wearing them. You won't catch me wearing these.
Dude, these things look so...
I hate having to clean my shoes so much, and these just scream. Either you clean me after every wear, or you look like you changed your oil in them, like you work at Grease Monkey. after like 4 wears, you walk across a parking lot, you get a couple stains on the midsole. The fucking laces get a couple splashes on them. These are, dog. They look great now. Like they look great sitting here, but my gosh.
I don't even want to push on the toe box because I feel like my hands are
pretty
dirty.
Are they?
I don't
You want
know.
the white glove?
Yeah, let me...
Do you need some?
Here, I'll grab the white glove here.
Yeah, my
'Cause
shits are
I
good.
don't know, man. I just
wash
don't
them
trust
before the
myself
show.
right now. These are so white.
They are. These are definitely Lindale White. These are Walter White. These are Pat White. Give me some more whites.
Reggie white.
These are Reggie's White. Oh, man.
Let's see here. All right,
I hate those shoes. I hate them. John King, I'm with you, buddy.
So
Not for me.
yeah, I got the white glove treatment here going. So
There you go, Dal.
Let me shit. Now I can't.
Now you
God damn. There we go.
can't control the touch screen with the gloves.
Yeah. So let's see here.
There you go. Now we're cooking.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That toe box, it's not super nice leather. You know what? You know what was better leather than these? The What the Fours. Remember the What the Fours with the blue, the red? Do you remember those? Am I going to pull them up?
When
on
did
the
they
screen?
drop?
Last year, I believe. I think they were called the Jordan 4 What Does. Look at that. That leather.
Oh, yeah.
The leather on those were
Cement
so
back and
much
shit.
better, dude. So much
Were
better.
they?
These are just okay. Okay. Too much white. The leather's not great, but it is OG, true to form, quality control, not bad. I don't know, man. I'm a collector. I just don't have to have this pair. I wouldn't do anything with this pair.
That's exactly the way I am.
Wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't wear this pair. One time, like you said, one time you wear it, it's fucked. It's not good.
Doug, I really
glad I
wish
passed.
I really wish I would have copped a small size. All my Mexican homies.
Dude,
Wearing
what-
8s,
is this-
8.5s, 9s.
What size?
All of
this
them
thing
love
is,
these shoes.
This shoe is huge. Is this a 12?
It's a 12. Look how big that shit
Feels
is.
like a Bozo 13, 14 in here.
Talk about F-150s, huh? That's with the Saccais. Can you imagine what a Saccai looks like at a 12?
Oh, dude. No.
know.
Just wait till you see mine in a size 10 and 10.5. They're gargantuan.
Yeah.
They're huge. Dude, I'm glad I passed on this pair. The OG is nice. It really is, but
Oh, they'll be worth good money in a year.
yeah, for
Because
sure.
everything's true to form. And
Oh,
it should
dude.
maybe, I mean, I may sit on them, I don't know.
This
for a while.
has got to be a long hold.
But I'm pumped to get something or a couple shoes that I want from them.
Yeah.
I'll be able to hold them, flip them, and then get what I want.
I'm pumped you got something off sneakers.
I
Good
may
for
hold
you.
these for 4 or 5 years because you know how it goes, dude. Look at those. Look at the Chicago Jordan 1 from 2015. Oh my God, that materials on that shoe sucked. The materials on that Jordan 1 were terrible. $1,500 because it's OG.
Right, and it's Chicago.
A 2015
yeah.
Jordan
OG
1 Chicago. This Fire Red is a big thing for people. The Fire Red 4. People love that shit, and especially this is the first time it's dropped all OG since 03,
right?
02, whatever it was.
03, I think.
03?
Yep.
So, I mean, those are going to be a go for a lot of people. They're just not a go for me. Right. It's fine, which is fine. We don't have to love the same shit. Martin Benitez, my Mexican homies. Dog, you know. It's just is what it is, dog. My Mexican homies fucking love these shits. Except my man Ed. Edgar is not about these, but.
What is that about, that New Balance life?
Whatever's comfortable.
Whatever's good.
Yeah. I think Ed's Boost life. A Boost is a little too expensive, though. But I think Ed rocks a little bit of Boost life, a little bit of.
Does he?
You know. Yeah.
That's tight.
Let's see here.
Any good comments?
Yeah, Specs BV. UFC just released Rachel Ostovich. Did you know that?
Wait, what did he say? Hold on.
UFC just released Rachel Ostovich. You ever seen her?
I don't think so.
Yeah, let's stop it. Look her up right now. Because the next part of the comment, we need you to look her up right now. You got her on your screen?
Yeah.
She just fought.
Against Gina? Gina something?
Not last Saturday, but the Saturday before. Ridiculous chesticles.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
UFC has just released Rachel Ostovich. If she doesn't want to fight anymore, she could probably make more on OnlyFans. Specs BV. Specs BV.
Wow. Oh, yeah, here's a good one, too. Huh.
Right. Yeah, we were, so Mia and I were watching the fights.
Okay.
And the girl had her, whoever she was fighting, had her like kind of grappling, and she was trying to scoot her body up her. So she was sliding up, and it was like pulling her bra to the side.
Oh, wow.
Kinda. And my girl was like, whoa. She, the ref came in. The ref came in and stepped in and like made sure everyone was good. Like did some adjusting. My girl's like, whoa, her boob was going to pop out. I was like, yeah, right. Out of those UFC sports bras, those cannons are not popping out any.
Yeah. There's no popping on. There's no moving on them UFC joints.
There's not any popping out going on.
Huh. Wow. I'm not usually tongue-tied, but wow. All right.
I think Nike Air on the back was the only original in 89, too. What are you saying, Juro? They didn't do 89 in 03? I'm sorry. They didn't do Nike Air in 03? Is that what he's saying? I thought 03 was all those.
I think they did.
Google it up. John King. She might be a dude not being insensitive. John's a little. John. Martin Benitez. Yeah, 89, Dal. 06 was the Mars Blackman pair. What are they talking about? 89. I thought we were talking about 03 with these. Am I tripping? Look up the last time they had these.
Let's see. Fire Red 4.
Oh, dog.
What's up?
The Steeler game's going to start in a few minutes. I didn't even get to go through the player props. I need to get my bets in, bro.
You need to get cracking.
Dog, this is my job. Didn't I tell you? On StockX, they have... let me see. The oldest... oh, yeah, 89. Fire Red 4 OG. 89. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah, it was 89, it looks like.
The 06 pair was the Mars Blackman. Yep. Yes. Now that I'm seeing it in front of my face.
Yep, that's what I'm seeing.
So there wasn't even an 03 pair. I thought it was 02, 03. It was 06. And that still wasn't fully OG. So this is the first fully OG since 89.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, the OG pair looks about as good as yours. Just a little cracked midsole.
The OG pair looks way better in my opinion, but I think it's just because of look even on. These just look so fat. I think it's the sizing.
Could be.
I think it's the sizing. Yeah, and how the dead stock they come with the strings pulled all tight, looking like crap.
Yeah,
looking like you're about to go to 24-hour fitness and get your ass run out the gym.
That's true.
Yeah, cut to the cameras. See those, they're loose. There's no laces in them, so they look all good. And then these look laced up all tight.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're about to go run a game. All white men can't jump style. What are we doing?
Yeah, no doubt. Laced up like a football type.
Yeah, football laces. Cinched up.
No doubt. Well, hey, I'm glad you got it, man. Again, not for me. Again, the OG, nice, great, awesome, historically speaking, cool.
Well, I mean,
It's a white ass shoe.
they know you. I mean, y'all know me, still the same OG. But you've been low key these past couple weeks.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I was gonna do my own freestyle there, but I abandoned it. Boost life. Brian Jackson.
Brian Jackson. Well, hey, I got some semi.
Bought them and sold them. So caca. Martin. Martin, you should have just stayed with him, guy.
Bought them, sold them, caca.
Bought them and sold them. So caca.
Ah, gotcha.
All right.
That's
Good insight, Martin.
That might be the best comment I've seen.
Martin, Dallas might donate to your super chat.
Dude, I almost donated the other day, like when I was listening in. I just thought it'd be fun.
That would have been really good.
But I didn't want YouTube to get their cut.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck YouTube. So check this out.
Jay-Z
Brian,
said, huh?
Yeah, Brian Jackson. So I don't have Boost for you necessarily, but I have an Adidas pair that you might want to see. Let me grab that real quick.
Dope. Let me see what we got here. What are those? Oh, yeah.
We got some Adidas 4D AEC, as they're called, which is an interesting tidbit here. So the AEC, just so you fools, so you know what that stands for. It stands for Adidas Energy Concepts. What the fuck does it mean? I don't know. But let me tell you what's cool about this shoe. Franchise is going to say not much when he looks at it. Go and grab that.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously he's just looking at it thinking like, oh man, where's the boost? This should just have boost. It'd be a great upper. Look how soft
Nah,
the
I would
upper
he
is.
missed this upper.
Really?
Nah.
Even as soft as it is?
Nah.
Oh, dude, that upper is so soft.
This is too trainy for me.
It is very trainy.
So trainy.
So here's the great news about this shoe. It's a pretty good weight for a 4D, so it's not as heavy as some of the 4Ds. It has some of the softest prime knit that resembles a lot of the Future Crafts that first came out. Their prime knit is just so soft, and that's kind of why I wore these shoes. Grab these. Go ahead and feel the difference of the prime knit. So what he has in his hand, he has the new AEC 4D, and he also has the ZX 4000. So he's showing the 4000 on the screen right now for all you listeners, and then he also has the AEC in his hand. The difference of the prime knit upper is completely different. It is way softer on the AEC. It is so
there's different
stiff.
suede and like different hits too. It's like
Yeah, there's
totally
different suede. The upper is just so much more stiff on the ZX 4000. This AEC, however, like I said, is like the Future Craft, so it's just got some of the softest, most flexible prime knit. It is probably the best upper in my opinion. It's even softer than any Ultra Boost. I would even put that up there. So much that it doesn't even have form. Do you notice that? See how it just kind of sags? Are you seeing that?
Yeah, a little Bob Saget.
A little Bob Saget on there. But the great news about this, look closer at that upper. Look at the threads. Do you see anything that stands out to you? I'm just seeing if you can recognize it without giving it away. Do you see anything funky about that?
The threads?
Yeah, like just looking at the stitching.
Like 3M?
Do you see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a full 3M upper on that bad boy, which is super cool. And when this thing originally released, nobody even knew that this had a full 3M upper until I believe his name is Kano. You familiar with Kano? So he posted.
I am Kano.
I am Kano. So he posted this photo in with the 3M in the dark, obviously, and people were like, "What? That has full 3M?" Blah blah blah. This guy retails for $189, roughly, is what it was from End Clothing. They had like a 30% off. I got these bitches, I think, for 150, 160 shipped. Like an amazing deal for not only 3M up, a full 3M upper.
Yeah.
It also has 4D. It's some of the most loose, flexible, beautiful prime knit that is on an Adidas silhouette, in my opinion. I think it's a great deal. I think this is a keeper just from a value standpoint. Getting it for 160 from End Clothing shipped, all full 3M, I think it's a great buy. I'm going to keep this bitch, and I'm going to rock this bitch. I'm excited. Where are you at with this one? Can't wait.
You know where I'm at.
I can't wait.
You want your regular shoe back?
Yeah, I'll put that back on.
No.
You're so far out the game.
I just
it
don't
isn't
need
funny.
any more shoes like this.
Yeah.
It's funny, but then I buy more Jordan 1s.
Right.
I just need more shoes like that. I don't know what to tell you.
I love
don't
Jordan
need any more
1s.
shoes like that. I do need more shoes like Jordan 1s. I don't know.
It almost, do you think it's a little feminine looking?
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
do too. Now that I'm looking at it on camera, it's a little,
Absolutely.
nothing against,
It's so trainy.
nothing against women shoes or whatever, but like
No, it just looks
the little
like a
pink
street.
and the little small silhouette and the upper and the training. It's kind of a women's looking shoe.
Yeah.
To hit it with the 3M.
So you hit it with the 3M.
I don't know. I think it's a cool shoe, man. Like I said, from a value standpoint, I think this normally, like I said, retails for $180, $200. I forget what the conversion is, but 160 shipped from End. I thought it was a great value, and I think it's perfect to add to the collection. Probably won't wear it a lot, but I probably will wear it more than Jordan 1s, just because I like this comfort. Jordan 1s, I'm still new in the game to that comfort. Still getting my foot used to it, if that makes sense.
It does make sense.
So I'll wear this
as far as sizing, do they not make these in big sizes?
They don't.
Yeah, Brian Jackson said
This one only goes up to size 11 currently. So they do not make 12s, 13s. So all the big footers, unfortunately, they have not released anything that that appeases them. Unfortunately, with this, it sounds like 11 is the biggest.
Yeah, Bigfoot. He said, Future Craft and Bigfoot gang aren't getting along right now.
That's true. That's true. Neighborhood says those for Robin.
Got him.
Robin's she's got a pretty big foot for a lady. She might be able to fit in these.
Why, Dal?
What?
Why? Why get in the doghouse like that?
It's not.
Why even disclose that info? That's not even info. All you have to say, nah, she wouldn't like him. So
Sorry,
move
Robin.
on. Just what? Robin's got a pretty big foot. Yeah, ladies love that, Dal. They love it. I mean, they just love it. The vagina starts dripping when you do that kind of stuff. That's man, you got the moves.
I'm too honest.
Talk about the move. No, you got moves. I mean,
I gotta knock it off.
if you guys want to get some action in the bedroom, tune into my hand. Get my man down. Hit up Dal and get some advice.
Downtown Antonio's working on his
He's
night
got
moves.
moves. Man,
Working
night
on the
moves.
night moves.
Damn.
All right. Wait, hey, we got to get the hell out of here. So one other shoe here. Let's do a quick comparison. I've got both Saccais. I've got a size 10, and from the homie Eby, he sent us a size 10.5. Let's figure out what sizing we need to do. Let's figure out who's selling, who's buying, who's keeping, who's not. You dig?
Dig.
Let's go.
Put your cut the camera to the main, and then that way it's just on the main for the. There you go. Now you can people see what's up. You can still be on your mic. You can just slide back a little. Try them on.
There's some shirts in
I got
here, too.
fours on the
Does he
floor.
want to give us the shirts?
Who's that?
Adam Eby.
Oh, dude, that's for Roselli.
Oh, nice.
Remember, he was
Here.
he was like, "Yo, who wants this Rocky shirt?" Oh, maybe you weren't here that day.
No, I wasn't here. Here, I'll put it to yours.
Yeah, Eby, thank you, bro. Uncle Jim's gonna love it. Merry Christmas. Look at that.
Christmas, you filthy animal.
Dude, this is like perfect size for him too.
It's a good size.
Whoops. Yeah, look at that, dude.
That baseball stitching.
Look at that silhouette on there. Got the catcher, the bat. Oh, this is. Oh,
What does it have? The
some old
traditional
school Joe Girardi or what?
traditional Rockies logo on the front?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sick. Yeah, it's pretty cool, dude.
There you go.
I like it.
Thanks, EB. All right.
All right, so first one I'm going to pull out here is the size 10. I don't have my ears on real quick, so let me just pull these out.
Doghouse Dal back in the building. Brian Jackson. Two Fly Danieli. Doghouse Dal is back. Martin with the crying emojis. Juro style moving straight into the doghouse. Neighborhood. Dal gonna need to bring that plexiglass into the bedroom after that one. Bro. Just too funny. Too funny. All those nice gifts from Robin for the birthday. All this love tank filling up. Unbelievable. Can't make it up. Oh, wow. Those are... Oh, you look like a 12.
That's the size 10.5, just so you know. Right there.
Wow.
I've got the size 10 over here. And
These are huge, bro. These
so
are big shoe.
I don't want to throw on EB shoe yet, so because I can still work with vices on this if need be. So I'm going to throw this one on. I just have a regular thin ankle sock, nothing crazy.
It's the same size as my 12.
Holy shit.
It's the exact
There's
same
no
size.
way
as
I'm
my
going to be
12.
able to fit in that shoe.
Put it on. It's the same size as my 12. It's absolutely wild.
All right, let's see here.
Let me see. Oh, wow. That's the 10?
That is the 10.
How does it feel? Too big or too little?
Oh, dude, I still have a little tiny room in the toe box on this, but it's weird. So the toe box is narrow, and then like it almost compresses like on the arches, like in the center spot. It almost like grabs you, and then so it's weird. It narrows in the center and then widens a little bit on the front and back. Dude, there's no way I could do a 10.5. I might be able to do a 9.5 in these. Let's see here.
They're way tight.
No, they're way loose.
Oh, way
like
loose.
I could,
Okay. A
like
9.5.
I have this one hype beast
Sorry.
laced. So if I tied it, I don't know if I want to tie this shoe though. Is this a tying shoe? I don't think so. Right?
I don't even
Wouldn't you
know.
want it to look like this instead?
I don't know what this is. I would have to spend a solid couple hours with this thing to just figure it out.
Just to see what's good.
In my size. Yeah, just to try on different outfits, be able to style it, different lacing styles. I would have to do, but you know what? You know the pair I'm really, really in on? You know what I think is going to make my first pair?
What's that pair?
Those sesame joints that are
Those
dropping
are-
in 2021.
Those are sick. Those look really
Yeah, I
the
think those are a
sesame with
must-cop
the
for me.
blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, those look really
Navy,
nice.
navy and
So,
sesame.
Go ahead and look inside this one since I have it open. Look how wide it is inside, and look at how narrow like the footbed is. Just a strange looking shoe. That insole though is super thin, so you could put like a Hefe Lux insole in there, and maybe
No, the Hefe Lux, you'd have to cut that thing so thin. This thing gets
Right.
really small right here. It
that
gets
footbed
narrow.
is tiny, right?
Yeah, it gets narrow.
It's a narrow footbed.
Dude, even you look in the insole, you look down into the shoe, and it looks like the insole doesn't even cover the full prime knit. There's still
Oh,
like
yeah, you're
room
right.
over on the left side. Like it looks how like some of those fakes look when their insole's too small.
Right. You know what? I wonder if a Hefe Lux could fit in there then.
After taking this out, you're
After
saying?
taking that
yeah,
out.
yeah, maybe.
It
Not on
might fit
top,
in
but
there.
you'd have
Yeah.
to cut it down still.
Yeah, so here's what I would say. So a
Wild,
10.5,
man.
there's no way that you could go a half up in these. I couldn't. So if you're going to go with the Saccai Vapor Waffle, I can't speak to the OG Saccais, but in my opinion, a standard foot that I have, I think you have to go true to size. I think you have to go a hard true to size on these. There's no way you could go half up. And especially lace them kind of cool. Like if you had them super tight, football tight, you might be able to do a half up. But I think you have to throw a more comfortable insole in there. Yeah, there's no way you could do 10.5. Eby, there's no way I can do 10.5. I'm swimming a little bit in a 10.
John King said that they run big too. Not only was he talking about the F-150 on the feet, he just said they're big.
They're big.
In general,
They run
big.
big.
So 9.5 is probably the move. When he said that in the chat and you said you have a 10 and a 10.5, I was like, watch, he's going to need a 9.5. I was thinking that same shit right when I read John's comment. And now, 9.5.
I think if I was going to hype beast lace it stock with the insole that's in there, I think 9.5 would be a play for me. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop out the factory insole. I'm going to try to put in the thinner Hefe Lux.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be a play with a hype beast laced. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Man.
Damn, EB. I'm sorry, man. I'll sell them to you. Send me the shipping label. I'll DM you later, and we'll get that pair sold for you. But there's just no way I can do a 10.5.
Yeah, they're huge. You got to
No
go the
way.
other way.
Jeez.
So
dude.
if you wear an 11, you probably need a 10.5.
I would say.
You're saying, yeah.
I would say. God, it's an interesting foot too, because that footbed is so narrow right in the center.
John King said you got to look. It's 2 insoles. No chance on the other insole. Those things are like walking on clouds. The double sole. He doesn't think the Hefe Lux is going to work in there.
Really?
I don't know. That's John King. But you have a Hefe Lux and the shoe. I don't know if he has a Hefe Lux. I don't know.
Right.
He just has the shoe.
I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to
See
give it
what's
a shot.
up. You give us the updates on Thursday.
Give the update.
Yeah,
What do you think of the shoe as you look at it? Pretty far out, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's something I want to try. I don't love the colorway.
Mm-hmm.
I think this colorway is better than the black.
Yes.
But I haven't loved any colorway they've come out with so far, except for those sesames got me very interested. It's like a sesame and navy pair that are coming. If you guys haven't seen those, they're flames. So that's going to be the pair that I'm going to try. I think that's a must cop for me.
Let's see if I can find.
So you think I'm going to need 11.5? I'm a really, really hard 12 though. You think I'll be able to go 12 or no?
I think you might be able to. Yeah, I would start
How's
with
the 12
12.
gonna look? Is it going to be as big as this plexiglass?
It's going to be huge, dude.
Damn.
It's going to be huge.
It look
So,
like a 15?
for all you guys that are watching,
Yeah.
that is the pair that he's
That's
interested
the
in.
great.
That's
the
Dude, it's a great looking pair.
The Sesames.
That's a fire looking pair too.
Yeah.
If I were you, you're such a hard 10, or a hard 12, I would probably stay with that. But if John King, not just Dallas, but John King and I both say they run a little big, this might be the play to get an 11.5.
Does John King have an 11.5 or a 12?
I think John King's 11. John King, I think.
Damn.
But, yeah, I don't know, man. I really like the look of them. I think they're super cool. They're like nothing that I have in my collection. I'm super happy to have it. If I can make the Hefe Lux work, or maybe I'll just cut up another insole and just like an Ultra Boost insole, like really thin, cut it up in there to make it fit, almost trace it out.
Just go on
just
top
double
of
up.
it. Yeah,
just double up. Because that'd be thin enough to do
that,
it.
or if you go to like King Supers, Walmart, Target, wherever.
Get one of them Dr. Scholl bitches.
Dr. Scholl's, they have a thing called the double air pillow, and it's just an insole that it doesn't have any orthopedic to it at all. It's literally just a foam pad about this thick, and you just cut them down to fit your shoes, and it's just an extra pillow. It's perfect.
That might be the play.
I used to, before Hefe Lux, that's what I used to put in on top of my Jordan 1 insole just to keep them nice.
Nice, dude.
So,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But those ones work well.
So yeah, man, I know we got to get out of here, but that's I have the Fear of God Nike warm-up pants. They're just the black. I don't know if we need to show those, but yeah, man, I think we're good with sneakers, man.
Blew our load on the sneaker. We have let's save some stuff for Thursday here.
I know, right?
Goodness.
So yeah,
cool.
that's what I got today.
All right, man. I like it. Welcome back to the show, Dad.
Thank you, man.
Thanks to everybody in the chat. What'd you say?
Yeah, it's good to be back, man, for sure.
Love the new setup going here.
The new Plexiglass. Yeah, I think we'll end this way. So I just wanted all you fools to know first. So we are going to make some changes at the Most Underrated Podcast. Franchise and I have talked about a couple different things here, and just trying to level up and make the show better. After 200 episodes, I think it's important to take a look at what you're doing as an individual, your contribution, and almost what you're good at. Kind of finding your identity and what you're good at. And I think Franchise and I both have our own distinguished talents, but I will never, ever be the hard take Jake. I will never be the hard stance guy. I'm a very balanced guy, and I like that life. I find a lot of solitude in being balanced and, being able to talk to anybody and not make them feel bad, not make them feel good necessarily, just be able to roll with the punches with them and make them feel like I'm their biggest admirer, but also make them feel like I'm the biggest partner in their corner. Sales 101. That's what I do. And with this podcast, I think working 2 jobs, have a lot going on with the lady. I'm really, really focused with the relationship. And I can say that now, of course, as I'm saying, oh yeah, that Robin has a pretty big foot. That might work. That's just me being, me being honest. That's just me being just so transparent. It's awful sometimes, it's so honest and my heart's always in the right place. What I'm getting to, guys, is, I think what I can do better for the show as we talk about, the evolution and what's the next step, after 200 episodes, I think the production has taken obviously a hit, losing Springsteen, losing Jalal, some of that back end stuff, running merch, running processes. That's what I've done for over 23 years, in retail sales and service. And I identify with those things pretty well. And I also do them very well. And I think those things have been overlooked a lot by our podcast and by our merchandising side. Our planning really just doesn't exist versus just planning for the show or for the next show.
Right, we're always planning the content.
Yeah, and I think I can take a step back. Maybe it's off the camera, maybe it's not, whatever. But I think there's some things that I'd like to focus on, and my vision, along with yours, your agreement, I should say, is, I think my identity is kind of ramping up the production, getting new software, looking at commercials, clipping stuff out, audio, making sure that we're good there versus putting all my work and effort into trying to develop these hard stances, which I'll never have. I'm using stances from other people and trying to find where I sit in that. And I think what's happening is, I'm not finding a lot of fun in that. And it's really hard for me. And I've got a lot of other things going on. And, my relationship is very, very important, especially right now. And I think.
And this is something, like, I notice it as your friend. I don't know that the audience does. Right. Like, that's something that obviously you're opening up with the audience.
For sure.
But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
I didn't want people to be like, whoa.
Yeah, no. This is just stuff that I'm trying to just find my talents in our business, in what we do. And, I think eventually what I see for us is being able to have experts in their field, being able to interview those fools, you being able to interview those guys, and then me kind of making us look good and producing that stuff and sounds and clips and video and highlights and running all that together. I just think I would be a better suit for that. And I think I can really make us shine and make us look better. And at a time where our goal was really getting a radio show, and what is going to help us level up to that? And I think there's some back end stuff that I can really kind of clean up and tie up and really just make us cleaner, better. I think I'll identify it with it a little bit more. And when sneakers and fashion comes up, I'm on the camera. I got the sneakers. I got the fashion. I'm going to show you what's up. I'm going to show you because I'm passionate about it. I love sports, but I can't watch all the Saturday games. I can't watch the Sunday games anymore. I can't figure out heaters because I'm pulled in so many directions, and my brain just only has so much that it can compute. And the brain, unfortunately, is used for a lot of other things right now. And I think just kind of redoing how we do the show just a little bit as time goes on. I think that's kind of what I'm seeing maybe as the future, and what's best for the podcast.
I think handling this like a sports team is the best way to go about it. I think we have always done it that way, and I think we'll continue to do it that way. And that's going to be what's best for the show, whether that's people in different roles, whether that's moving stuff around, whether that's us. Like think about it. I mean, just like a sports team, we were in one city, we were at one studio, we moved to a completely different studio. We're still the same team. We're just in a different spot now. And then moved to a completely different place again, and we moved that around. And we had this producer, right? We had this person working with us. It's like a member of the team. He is now no longer on this team. Then we got a different producer. He came in. He was part of the team. Now he's no longer with the team. Now we have this. If this is a shift, if you're moving more into a producing role and just, producing the show and doing the sneakers and the stuff that you really love and they're passionate about, and you don't have to do the stuff that is a burden to you or stresses you out about the show, let me do that shit. It's perfect. That's what the fuck I do. I talk shit. I have stances. I fucking have rants. You know what I mean? It makes sense. And in any team, like I said, looking at this like a sports team, you got to take people and put them in the positions where they work best. How many times do you guys watch sports teams? You're like, this is just not the right scheme for this quarterback, or this is not the right, you got to look at it that way.
Totally.
And I think that's what we're doing. We're just trying to continue to make the show better. We just hit 200 episodes. Mm-hmm. We're gonna try to continue to level it up, man, in multiple ways. And I think we feel like maybe we've just gotten a little bit stagnant, or we've just gotten a little bit, I think
that's the behind the curtain stuff, right?
Yeah.
We feel that way, and not that you guys do, and not that it's a bad show. It's just, what is our vision, and is the show aligning with our vision? And I think that's all we're doing. We're just shifting maybe a little bit. We're trying to find out what works, what doesn't. If it doesn't work, great. If it does work, great. We're just trying to, again, level up, make the quality, continue to grow. And, I think Franchise and I both feel like the growth is a little stagnant. And that's our concern. It's not the concern for me. It's not the concern for him. I just think as a whole for a show, what's the next step? What's the next goal? Like, it was originally getting a new studio. It was, getting new equipment. It was, 4K.
And we've done all that. We've leveled up a ton since we started. Yeah. But now what's the next direction? Where's the next evolution of the show? And I think that's what makes sense.
Right.
Overall.
And I think taking 2 weeks off, kind of helped me understand that, helped me see that. It's a lot of different reflection. I mean, turning 38 years old, there's a lot of stuff going on. It's not bad. It's not emotional. It's just like, hey, I am a little older. Like, what's the next step? Like, how do I really develop a career in this or around this? I don't want to work for the PGA store for my whole life. I don't want to do these minuscule jobs. If this is a career, what's best for us, what's best for me, and what's best for our audience is always going to be at the forefront. And I think that's all this is. It's reflection. Great. 2 episodes, 200 episodes. What have we learned? We've learned this, new studio, new equipment, 1 producer, 2 producers. We do live shows now. We never would have thought live shows were a thing, that we could do.
When we first started, I don't know.
What about callers? What about live callers? What about interviews? What about people that are in the industries that we talk about? Why couldn't we get, maybe not a Dan Patrick, but Scott Hansen just had his 200th episode, right, of Red Zone. Why couldn't we get him on here to promote whatever he's doing and something that we love? Why couldn't we? Again, it's just thinking about getting people. That's exciting, getting people that are great in their industry, and then, being just naturals in what they do and experts in what they do. Like, that sounds cool. I think that would add a lot of value to the show. So that's just one idea. Like, Franchise and I have a lot of ideas, and, we're just going to try things slowly and just try to keep the train evolving. That's really what this is about.
There's just a lot of opportunity. Like, the way we do shit now, we have so many interests, so we do so many different things. We got to focus that. Like, I need to, from having a Discord for you guys, having an area of the Patreon where we can do betting and I can give out picks each week for people that want to participate in that. Having different parts of all the stuff that we do and different things that people can subscribe through. This is all stuff that we just haven't, we put it all into the show, trying to make the show the best the show can be. And we haven't done the background enough, like the behind the scenes shit. And like you said, that's what you're good at. That's where you shine. And it's you trying to do all this other stuff for the show, forcing yourself into this box, which is something you don't want to be in. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Let's do the shit you're good at. Let's do the stuff that you do. And that's going to give everyone a better experience. You're going to have more for the listeners, more stuff, more content, more stuff they can be a part of.
Right.
And that's different growth. I mean, from me just doing rants on social media, just quick sports takes each day. Just something to bring different eyes to the show. And as we level up this production and as we start doing like this, the sports betting, having an area of the channel where we go live during games and we can just sit around and give out live bets, live player prop bets, talk shit during the game, just hang out with you guys for a couple hours.
Hell yeah.
It's not a show, it's just hanging out, but we can exchange bets and go back and forth. And there's still going to be a production element going to be needed for that show. So all that stuff, having you, in there, bringing it all together,
right?
I think that's the move.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. I just want to do stuff that I'm really good at. And, there's stuff that you can be okay at and you can work at, and that's cool. And we've done that and whatnot. But, just kind of putting my traits and what I identify with in the right order to make the cast work even better. That's where my head's at. And I think we're in a great spot. And, man, I look forward to the evolution of kind of where we go and what we do. So, again, this will be a smooth transition. We're just, again, trying to find out. We're just trying to get a game plan as to, what the next step is, have a vision, and then have all the tools in place for that vision. And we'll go from there and see what works. That's what's great about this. And we have a great community that follows us and says, hey, you know what? That sucks. And we know you fools would tell us and support us either way. So I think we're in a good spot, and I look forward to leveling up yet again.
Ep.207, we love you in any capacity, Dal. Thanks, guys, for making this great cast. Love the MUP show. Thank you, Ep.207. Brian Jackson, if doing this helps you take some stress off and lets you do something you feel like you can contribute in, then I see it as a win-win. The whole team going to win. There you go. Martin, can we add Triple H to the wall? Should we get a Triple H for Christmas?
Yeah, we need a Triple H probably.
We need a Triple H for Christmas. Speaking of the Christmas gift thing I talked about the other day, that was very therapeutic for me because I was able to, I looked around my crib and I was like, I told my girl this morning, I'm like, hey, anyone ask you what I want for Christmas? This beard oil right here. Here's the name of it. I'm almost out.
Mm-hmm.
And I just showed her. And so, like someone said last week in the chat, if you let them know what you want and they drop the ball, then I smile and I give it away. I forgot who said that last week, but that's what I should be doing. Yeah. So practical stuff.
Very philosophical.
Just like little oh yeah, cool. I'll take, like I said, these socks or this beard oil or whatever. So just trying to, learn from that a little bit.
Yeah, buying boxers sucks, but getting a new pair that you didn't have to pay for, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Funny. John King said Discord, neighborhood. I was just thinking about a live watch party. I'm down for that. Yeah, dude, I think it would be dope to have like a subscriber only show.
Patreon only, whatever. Yeah.
And that's necessarily a show, just a subscriber only hangout where the people that are a member will hang out with us, like I said, during games or whatever, and we can give out live plays.
Dog, I could have a stock ticker on the bottom side of it.
Just put the player props that we have going live like during the game. So if you just tune in, you can see what the hell we're on. That'd be pretty fun, man.
We better shut up so we're giving away all the secret sauce.
No, but I think this is all shit we need to do, and it's all stuff that we need to do in order to make this, to be able to live off this, like to be able to make this go. We're not monetizing our audience. You know what I mean? We're not taking advantage of everything we have going.
You bet.
So I think that's the move. Did we do the DraftKings recap? I just want to make sure I didn't miss you announcing another victory for me. Awesome job on heaters again this week. What up, Derek? How you doing? Yeah, no, we didn't. I didn't do it, bro. I just got 2 packed today. I don't even know what the hell we talked about, but it was 2 packed. But yeah, Derek won. Derek, I'm sorry. There was only 13 people in the DraftKings this week. Dow didn't even get in. I mean, no, 13 people. Sorry, dude. You got shit on the money. But actually, that's what you deserve because you
win in a second. Did you in a row?
Win in 2 times
last week.
Did he win last week? Or I think it was a weekend. He won the week before, then a break, and then he won. I'm just kidding, Derek. He did over 200 again. Another monster. He would have smashed everybody anyway. Even if there was 20 people, he did like another 210, 211. Are you putting money in big contests, or are you just playing our shit? Because if not, give me some lineups, guy. Let me win some money. Mm-hmm. That's good, man. That's really good.
Maybe we invite him to the live show.
210 points. Yeah, no shit, huh?
We'll get him on the live show.
Cool. All right, fools. Enjoy the games tonight. Doubleheader. Pittsburgh's already underway. And, yeah, we'll see you fools back here on Thursday.